blurred culture continues to thrive, a dark, unknowing threat begins to grow, taking over communities across the globe. The villainous team known as Culture Vulture lands at the front door of blurred culture, demanding ownership of this beautiful world, wreaking havoc and causing mass destruction every step of the way. And with all hope lost and the culture on the brinks of being overran, Deuce is the Yaness of podcasting, Picardi Sensei the master of branding, and Didge the technical tactician, collectively known as Geekset, has emerged once again to help blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together in one place. Tune in as Geekset curates the culture, celebrates our heroes, start the discussion on important topics, and take this culture to new, legendary heights that the world can be proud of. Geekset, do what you love and love what you do.
All right. Welcome back to the Geekset Podcast, the only podcast that blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together. I'm your boy Deuces. With me, I got my man Picardi Sensei.
What is good, everybody? How the fuck are y'all doing today?
Hey, man, we doing great. And as always, I got my man Didge.
What is happening, people? What is happening?
And Hollywood Trip back on the engineering one more time. Hey. Your mic is
Your
on.
mic is gone.
No, it's right there.
Oh, is it?
No, it's not on, though.
You got the preacher mic. I got the preacher mic over here. Y'all take that.
You might have to stop that audio there to add it. It should be already on the StreamYard once you turn it up. That one's
I'm
fine.
surprised you didn't add it. Half the people believe that Gambit will be trash in space.
He is trash. He talking over the cards. He what y'all don't think is he know how to throw them. He call that dealing. He call that dealing.
He definitely.
He gonna take you through that whole motherfucker. He gonna be like, bro, when you gonna pass the cards out? Like he gonna be that type of nigga.
But he might because he might all that shit might have threw you off your game. Now you ain't focusing no more.
No, that's what I'm saying. He talking. Like
for sure.
If you his partner, he asks you if you got spades, like without saying it, but he's looking dead at you. Where everybody at the table like, bro, what you doing? Like, my boy Mocheri. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so then who do you think would be a good spades? Who would be a spades partner that you would want on your squad?
out of the X-Men,
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, let's go X-Men.
like just out of the X-Men,
Yep.
or just like the universe in general of X-Men, or we just talking about literally the team, the X-Men 1917.
Universe of X-Men. The universe of X-Men. Who do you think? Who would you want to be your spades
I mean,
partner?
Bishop gonna be my space player.
That's too easy.
That is.
Besides Bishop and Storm.
I was gonna say Storm. Storm, I feel like she might be cutting too. Storm do not know how to play spades.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like those are gonna be the two most popular choices though. So like outside of them.
You picking Storm on default, and Storm gonna fuck you up, but you're not gonna say nothing to Storm. You're not gonna say like, "Damn, Storm, you got like."
y'all just going for skin folks.
No,
though.
I just said.
Yeah,
I
you said we can't
besides
use those,
them.
so we can't
Okay,
use
so
those.
who?
I had to think. I was trying to buy myself time.
Now we go. No, because I wouldn't like that nigga.
Who?
I was gonna say Morph, but I wouldn't like.
Morph.
I wouldn't like. I wouldn't like.
Morph might have a good.
Morph-
He gonna have a good trash talk game though.
That's what I'm saying. Morph's gonna be talking too much. I'm like, just deal the card, dog. Like Morph's type of nigga to be talking to everybody. You like, bro, it's your go.
He is.
He like, hey, what's playing? What's playing? Like he gonna be that nigga. What play? No, nobody know. And you gotta like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dog, pay attention.
That's a tough one.
Why is that? All right,
No.
I think Beast would be fire. I think his calculations and his. I'm going Beast.
But I feel like Beast might overthink it.
Beast judging.
Nah.
Beast cold.
We saw-
I don't want to play. Like I said, he not my partner. Cause Beast gonna be
'cause you
cold.
mess up.
Beast ain't playing with your ass no more. Like,
you don't got, I got confidence in my spades game, bro.
No. I mean,
Deadpool's gonna hit me straight.
But-
I definitely was gonna go Wolverine.
but
I was for sure
Wolverine ain't playing
Wolverine
spades.
got too much anger, bro.
Yeah, Wolverine not playing spades.
Spades breed a lot of anger.
That's what-
None of these games.
no game is ending if Logan playing, bro. Like it ain't finishing. Like
He definitely breaking the table, though.
that's what I'm saying. Like
breaking
But
the
no, that's
table.
only if we losing. I got confidence that we gonna be winning, and he gonna definitely talk shit with me.
that's the problem. Logan is too high strung. Like y'all giving that win streak and do that blind six and lose, the whole game over with. The game over, bro. Like you know what I'm saying?
All right, that's fair.
Like that's what I'm saying. Y'all not gonna finish a game. You're not gonna finish a game with Logan.
Logan
Like,
is a poker man. I can see that.
So Picard, who you picking? You still ain't picked nobody.
you know what? Jubilee actually get down. I feel like.
You think Jubilee?
Jubilee?
I think
Jubilee too young.
Jubilee be hanging when she
Jubilee
ain't.
young, yeah.
But
Jubilee too young. I think don't think she gonna know.
Somebody taught her. Bishop and them taught her. Like Jubilee the sneak it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can be like, you bringing her in, and she can be like, oh, I know how to play.
I don't know.
Rogue I think Rogue know how to play a little bit too, though.
I think Rogue is a decent one. I think Rogue. Y'all ain't got no faith in Magneto or Charles.
No, because they can read minds. Ain't nobody gonna play with Charles.
Nobody playing with Charles or Jean.
Or Jean.
You can't Magneto.
Do I think Magneto can play spades? No, I think he gonna say it's beneath him.
He definitely gonna say that.
He definitely like,
Y'all out here playing these parlor tricks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What about Mystique?
I feel like because she ride with Magneto enough too that she gonna be like, nah, bro.
Oh, you know what? Nightcrawler, bro. Nightcrawler. I feel like
Nightcrawler plays spades.
I feel like Nightcrawler would go
Nightcrawler.
crazy.
I see Nightcrawler playing spades. Yeah, I can see Nightcrawler doing that. My thing is, I don't think everybody we pick, I still see them fucking up badly at some point, though. except for Beast. Beast only one had to be like, you better be cold. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Beast said, you sure about that when you pick up? Like, you want to play with me? You sure about that? You like?
Cause I'm trying to think of like the villains. Like, you know, we got, you know, Angel. We got. Which I don't think I don't know.
I mean, as far as villains,
I feel like none of the young cats is gonna be good. Like I don't got no faith in any of the
I
young
don't know
cats.
how you ain't got no faith in nigga. They hang around the old cats. That's why I said Jubilee is cold, because she literally hang around all of them, bro.
Apocalypse actually, Apocalypse might be running the table. Apocalypse might be running the table, bro. That's an old time pass game too. Apocalypse been here for that long.
For some reason, I see Apocalypse playing dominoes over spades.
Oh yeah, he definitely playing dominoes over spades.
Absolutely bones.
I can see him playing bones.
Sure,
like really, like y'all playing spades. Like, what? He just pull out. Like, what about these bones though? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I hate the person who was at the party, dog. When we come down to play spades, and then somebody turn and be like, "Hey, what about bones?"
And you know why? Cause you can ask them, we more niggas than bones. And you like, oh, you already got a full game. Like, we can get bones going to get everybody in.
Bro, I'd be so mad. Like, man, I'm not here for that.
Like, no.
Bro, this is why I'm telling you, dog. Like, that's the one thing that we haven't even seen culturally yet. Animated is a culturally animated spades game or
like
bones.
a sports animation.
Just in general, even in the episode, even if that's not the one, just like we haven't seen.
I feel like I've seen. I mean, you talking about just in X-Men?
We've seen people get together, play poker. We've seen people get together.
Oh, you said playing spades?
Yeah, we have
you need more
animated.
You need more black creators for that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm gonna say. Like, is spades really that popular in the white community? Like that a white would literally like, oh, they playing spades. Like you would play poker.
Yeah, it's always poker though.
Cause that's their game.
Like yeah, like I'm actually because I don't think was there ever a Bones?
Boondocks didn't do it.
That's all to say. Was there ever a Bones or Spades in Boondocks?
That's what I can remember.
Boondocks didn't do it. Black Dynamite didn't do it. I don't believe.
I definitely. It would be fun to see. Like I said,
I'm gonna hit Carl up.
That would be very fun to see.
I'm gonna hit Carl up like, hey man.
You definitely gotta have, I think, a black creator to be like.
I mean, that'll just be cool if someone can animate just an actual like a game. Like you find 4 characters that you ever
Black characters.
Like if they did black, everybody
like,
voice them.
Justin Richburg be doing like all those collages, yeah.
Like if you just put like 4 characters, like if you did Boondocks, of course, if you had the,
that's what I'm saying. Bo got it. A spades anime as serious as Yu-Gi-Oh.
I mean, no, we definitely need a space anime though. Like,
fam.
like
bro,
we
be workshop. Bro,
and what makes space like spades is cold though because you don't know what a nigga got. So every episode like every episode can literally be the 4 cards that go through. Like, and then it's like that last episode where it's like, is this gonna be a cut? Is it gonna be does he win? Like all 10 episodes is literally just all the books of that one game. Like you're saying, like,
and that, bro, that'd be bro. Because I just feel like. If they had it, like even like I said, even if it wasn't the animated anime focus, but if it was just like an episode or a moment, I just feel like it would just hit so hard. Where dude could be like, "Hey man, hey, I feel seen." Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Or you hear somebody like you just like hear them in the background, like, yo, hey, don't be cutting, like,
right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like hearing the tropes and the things that we say.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. Like you would definitely want to, like you would, because you would want all those moments that we were talking about, where somebody like you not reading it, but somebody saying like, what's being played, like, bro. Don't nobody know. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Go through your shit. You know, like that's a moment right there already where it's like if you I think if you got the 2 heroes or 2 protagonists playing and they play like the other team throw dude off so he don't see who got the cards played. So it's like that tense moment of like what played.
It's not only that. What Bo said it too. The inner monologue where you like, I know, like your partner fuck up, or if your partner do something well, you like, damn, why this nigga do this? Or it's like, I knew Bacardi would do that because of this, and this. Like those moments are made for a space game.
The tactician breaking it down, like, ooh, okay, there's 3 hearts on the table.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I said. Like, and then you have somebody like how we saw how Beast was, who just really know how to read fucking cards. So he starts seeing the gang and played out like, I already know what you got. I know what you got. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like you not his. Like you do that inner thoughts in his head where you like, I'm about to play this 5 on his ass. He gonna play it 7. He gonna play it and just like play out whatever. Like yeah, bro. Like, I mean, I think a space. If they just literally just did a space tournament anime, I would just. Especially, and you don't even need a team. Like I would want one person to be the protagonist, and he finds his partner in the space tournament. You know what I'm saying?
Because you could do it like that. That's how you make it. It's a tournament.
Yeah.
His partner that was supposed to show up ain't show up. So now he found the random person who like, I got you.
Come on, man. He's like, bring him in. He don't realize how cold he is. Like, dog, come on.
And then you also gotta have a moment where somebody don't know how to play and they ask, like, okay, y'all show me how to play? And
yeah. No, fam.
Boy, if you don't get
that whole stop, like he had to practice table, like, I want to learn how to play.
Yeah.
You gotta have like in the first episode where it's like space tryouts.
Then you know
what I'm saying?
You gotta have a character who learned only through apps. Who learned how to play space apps? So the real space players, like we don't really fuck with him, but he actually cold. But it's like, is that moment like?
It's definitely a cool idea because when you put, even if you made enemies and everybody that they fit, you can put so many like backstories to them. Like you said, an app playing one. Yeah. All I played is space, and all of my parents like I got promoted at 15 to the big man table. You know what I'm saying? Like I was playing space.
Oh, the big table is a big moment.
Because you gotta have one
that's
where
a big moment.
You gotta have.
That's it. We follow a character and his goal, instead of like trying to get the One Piece, trying to be the Wizard King. I'm trying to get to the motherfucking
but I mean,
big table.
That's what the space tournament is. Like the championship table is the big table. Yeah, like you playing space to get to the big table. You know what I'm saying? Like, but no, that's what I'm saying. That's perfect. Like, feel like that was something I definitely remember. Cause like I said, as a kid at my grandma's house, playing spades, like seeing them play spades, and you walk into the kitchen or whatever, like, what y'all doing? And you start, of course, you can't say nothing out loud, and you looking at everybody, your daddy hand or whatever, and he like, don't say nothing, like, don't say nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you like, man, I want to play with y'all, like, no, you gotta wait a minute. Like, I didn't get my acceptance to the table till 17.
Yeah, I was like 16, 17.
Like 17.
Yeah.
16, 17.
18, when I got to the table, I was able to get a drink. You want a beer or something? I was like, y'all gonna see. Y'all like, but 17, I got my first.
The levels on the table?
Yeah, you're saying. Like, depending on who you playing with, the uncles around, who around. Like, you want a little beer? I put you a little one in the glass. You want to get with the big, like, you at the big table now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so speaking of, like this being, this is a fucking great idea, but one of the things that came out this week that caught flack, which is crazy, the Good Times Netflix cartoon.
I didn't look into it at all. I saw images. That's all I saw was images.
Terrible.
This is a bad trailer. I just saw.
You wanna know what's crazy? I auditioned for this shit.
Did you?
I would have been so devastated if this was my breakout. And then,
because you had
everybody killing it.
Dog, can you imagine that morning tweet producers like, hey, y'all go check out. This shit is a great movie. This is a great show.
That shit would have been so devastating. I'm like, my first big role. I'm on Netflix. It's Good Times, and then I get online.
I mean, you might have said Good Times to Dad. Okay, they be like, man, I'll watch it for you.
Oh shit!
Like I'll watch it for you. That's what you're saying. But I didn't even know that we were bringing it back.
I didn't. I knew.
I heard about a week before the trailer dropped.
But I didn't know it was
a week of hell for me.
But even though it goes, I didn't know it was going to be like this. Like they went.
Why they didn't bring the PJs back? Fam?
They went heavy on the black ghetto stereotypes.
Is it?
And
it felt like blaxploitation.
Yeah, and that's
who did it?
Man, so a lot of people.
Creed part of some of these names,
bro. The people are part of it.
I mean, who created it? Who directed it or whatever? Like
I forgot who the director was, but Steph Curry, producer on it.
Steph Curry's the producer on it.
Seth MacFarlane.
Seth MacFarlane, I
But
accept.
that's when I knew that this one for black people.
When Seth MacFarlane was in it, you don't fuck with Seth?
I do, but he ain't making stuff for black
Good
people.
Times too. I think Adam Leary.
I think that's because it's the name. You have to put them back on there.
Yeah.
The original producer from Good Times.
Oh yeah.
So.
Wait, Well, what I saw after this, a lot of people was like, y'all didn't know. A lot of people didn't really fuck with the original Good Times. I was like,
Don't do
wait,
that.
what?
Don't do that.
I don't remember that. Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
I saw a tweet. There was like some of the actors at the time saying stuff.
Like,
and I was like, yo, what?
So what, bro? Why is Good Times out again? That's really like these ain't even good times, nigga. Like,
We'll talk about too. That's why
Why is Good Times?
That's why he left the. That's why he left the show. The dude was the dad originally.
You said that's why he left the show because of what?
Stuff like it ain't Good Times.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Good Times was a good time.
This ain't even the good times for good times, man. Like,
But so so the biggest cry that would, and I wouldn't even say cry, but I'm just using that in the sense of that's what the term they be calling it. But the biggest thing that people are saying is like, we don't need more ghetto stuff. And somebody was like, everybody keep on trying to recreate the Boondocks, and it was like the Boondocks was great. It was lightning in the bottle, but we don't always need a Boondock style show. There was like, what about the black characters who are just into magic, or what about the black characters who are just going on a journey and trying to be the greatest of all?
Everything. Like I get what you're saying. Everything we do is always everyday life.
Everything we do always got to have a hood element, and they're saying we don't have to have a hood element in everything.
I will also say though, the weird thing about everybody saying that about these comments is the director of American Fiction said that 3 weeks ago when he got his Oscar, and he's so elitist. He's so. Do we want that message or do we not want that message? We got to sit with that because there have been a lot of people who was coming at him when he said it.
That he said that we should have more.
We should
just be expanding. Yeah,
black people don't have to be slavery or the hood.
Yeah. But I mean, I agree. Yeah, I agree with that.
There were a lot of people who were like, "Why are you doing this type of message? We know that already." And it's like,
but we ain't doing it though.
But that's what we push.
So that's what I'm saying. So like, we can't be mad now if y'all didn't want to. I agree with him. I agree with y'all. But I need people to sit with the fact that when somebody else said it a couple weeks ago, we was pissed.
But I mean, we pissed. So, but that's what I'm saying. That we're not pissed about that for this.
They was pissed at his message.
But that's what I'm saying. But we giving the same message about Good Times.
Yep. And now,
everybody not saying that about Good Times. Like we don't need this.
That's what I'm saying. Like the hypocrisy of it. We can't be mad at it when it was said to I don't even think it was said to us. Niggas was at the Oscars.
He's telling
the white people.
He's telling the white people what's going on.
And that's what he should be
he telling the studios and everybody like that's what y'all keep buying. Yeah. Like we're not saying that there is none of these stories out here already made in these short but y'all are pretty much telling everybody the only thing that y'all accepting in Hollywood is hood and slavery shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
it was so interesting to see the dichotomy of that too in 3 weeks that I'm just like, y'all just didn't like the way it was worded.
Netflix finna slow down now.
And so I only feel comfortable saying this because he tweeted it out, but shout out to the homie Carl Jones, but he said it. For the record, I was involved with the Good Times animated series in the very, very beginning, but due to creative differences, I had to walk away. So I haven't really seen one episode or the script of this version of the show.
Probably know that. The trailer that bad?
Yeah, so here's the thing. And the one thing that we know about Carl, because we had, those conversations, like he is very, like, Carl loves a good joke. Like that Boondock style comedy, right?
He like nigga comedy.
He like that. But it's always about the balance. And so I can see why Carl would be like, yo, okay, wait, what are we doing here? It can't just be this. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So it is that.
Wait,
why did I write it?
I'm sorry, I know I started laughing right in the middle of your sentence, but I saw it pop up.
Wait, why did I help write it?
I said, no, nigga.
But I can see him giving pushback. Like, look, all right, if we doing this, like, it can't just be this. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
because he's listed as an executive producer too, which I think once he signs on, they probably just got to keep it that way.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So it's like that's tragic that he had to do this.
So you said you auditioned for this stuff? Mm-hmm. So with your lines, did you read your lines? Like, bro, this is kind of outrageous.
I gotta go back on it. I don't remember. No, the lines that I auditioned for, it wasn't any crazy lines. So I think this was when they were just doing character work, and so they didn't give me any pivotal lines. At least I don't think so. I got to go back and look at the script that my agent sent me. But yeah.
I could see when it clicked in McCartney head that you said that.
You said something to him.
He turned and looked at me.
Like, what did you say? like you thought my script, but all right, your script is, woo, I love this project.
You see how nigga
you thought that was my, like, I had to do one of them.
you see this nigga back, you forgot about everything he said at all for his audition though. Like, I'm like, nigga, what? Well, I don't know. I gotta go back on it. I don't audition a lot. I gotta go prove it with you.
at the time it was under a code name, so it wasn't called Good Times.
Oh, okay.
So you know what I'm saying? So it
So
wasn't.
you auditioned for plenty nigga shit.
I auditioned for a lot of stuff, bro.
So I'm just saying, you know, so you ain't know. I mean, that's I think that's funny though, because it's definitely like that's what I'm saying. Like now I'm asking like from auditions that you've done, have you ever did an audition and as you read the script, you like, what the fuck is this shit about?
Nah, but I mean, I told y'all about the Watch Mojo list where I'm like, I got to step in and say stuff.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't had a script yet that had me like, I feel away.
Or feel away?
Yeah,
I think they don't do that no more. They probably wait till they get you in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you all say you in here now.
But yeah, man, it's like it's one of those things because it's like, you know, when you hear about it, you think like, oh, Good Times coming, always gonna be animated. This might be good, but then the trailer, it's just the tone of the trailer was just like, again, it was just
like whether did it feel like they were just really trying to recreate what they did with what Good Times was?
No, it looks like they was so it looked like it was a parody of Good Times. So it was like, okay,
Bro, one of the lines in the trailer was, "We ain't those same Jeffersons. We the new Jeffersons."
So they acknowledging the Jefferson to the Good Times?
Yeah, it's like, so it seemed like and then it's and then it's heavy, like, bro, it was a baby selling drugs. Like it's heavy stereotypical.
They took the Dave Chappelle joke.
I would want to know what episode that was. I ain't gonna lie to you, because if they doing a Chappelle joke, you know what I'm saying? Like, I might want to see that animated. You know what I'm saying? Like, but no, I honestly didn't know. Like I said, I started seeing the post for it. I'm like, it didn't, from the character design, I was like, I probably wouldn't watch this.
The character design was kind of wild. They took liberties with that character design. I ain't gonna hold you. Like the way it looks, I was just like, okay, all right.
It was a little bit too much for me. I couldn't. I was like, I probably, but I also haven't been on Netflix to see how they, you know, when they just run a little trailer for it, so I haven't seen it.
They pulled it up there yet. I ain't seen it on Netflix yet.
Ooh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I have either.
I thought it was supposed to. When is it out though now?
I mean, the trailer's out.
The trailer dropped.
Oh, that's just the trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, so that mean they ain't did the coming soon thing, whatever, on Netflix yet. They probably not.
Nah, that might get buried.
That's a deep cut.
That might just
Yeah,
get
might get
shadow
there.
drop. You gonna be just going to Netflix.
If it pop up on if it pop up on your fucking home screen, you watch some wild shit. You know what I'm saying? You watch some wild shit. If they recommended this off top, like trailer coming out, I think you gonna like.
No, because they gonna put it under adult animation. So anybody who watch adult animation,
Yeah,
that's what's
if
gonna
you watch
happen.
Family Guy, Boondocks,
Seth
anything on
MacFarlane's
there.
attached. He know how to.
Yeah,
animate.
you watch Ted. You watch
Yeah.
So they usually do to go by that too, like the names of people that you pretty much watch. So
I think it's more so like
Seth MacFarlane being part of it is actually wild business. That's like a white dude saying, like, I got black friends.
I think, but it's the times, bro. The tides are changing because remember, like you saw how it was with what was the one, the Magical Negroes one? I mean,
has anybody watched that?
Everybody, bro. No, once people figured out what the plot was, people was like, I
didn't understand. I'm like, bro, this plot could not have been that.
That's the plot.
Yeah,
no, bro. David Allen Greer's been doing press talking about like,
I was listening to the main actor. The main actor. He was on. He was also on Instagram talking about it, and he did like an Instagram live. I feel so bad for fam. He sounded he sounded so distraught that like. And that was like the 5% that I was like, damn, what if it is something that people just ain't catching? Because the way he was defending, sounding so distraught about the art of it, was like, bro.
Yeah, Justice Smith. I wanted to give him like Justice Smith. Yeah.
And it's crazy because it's like, fam got another movie coming out soon. It's like it seemed like it's some like it's A24 film. It's like some like horror, like video game horror type thing. Yeah. That shit looks so cold. Yeah. So it's like I wish I knew. So I was like, fam, it ain't you. It's the movie.
But that's what I'm saying. Like this is what threw me off too, because David Allen Greer was on the Breakfast Club and he talked about it, right? And so he said when he read the script, the first question that he asked was, "Did a white person write this?" Because he said if somebody white wrote this, I don't want to do it. But then when he figured out somebody black wrote, but then my thought process, I'm like, but you already had contingencies. You knew that something was up with this when you said, if somebody white write this, just because somebody black wrote it doesn't make it even better.
It ain't
contingencies
like there's no message in it?
I don't know. It probably is.
So
it probably
said
is a message.
That from everybody he talked about who saw it, the movie didn't even have the real teeth to talk about the issue of the Magical Negro.
What the fuck is the movie about again?
There's a trope of black people making white people. The Magical Negro is a black person who technically makes white people comfortable.
Oh yeah,
Makes their life
better. Tiger fans, all those type of.
So this is So the movie premise pretty much is this is a secret society league who does that.
And the dude, I know from what we've seen, obviously in the trailer, he basically, I don't know if he's trying to go against it or if he's trying to expose it, but because he wants to date the girl who is a white girl. And it's like, that part wouldn't matter in any other movie other than magical.
So it's supposed to be like a nigga helping a nigga get the white girl?
I don't know.
Is this a bro help
I
me
didn't know
out?
about the white girl part. So
Yeah, I didn't know. Like, now I'm way thrown off.
Throw it away so he could get the white girl. Like I said, the dating aspect would be okay in any other movie, but it's the movie where you trying to basically overthrow the magical Negro so you can get you a white woman.
I'm really mad that Magical Negro is even put into the same category as a romantic comedy or whatever the fuck.
It's crazy.
It's like a nigga trying to do a hitch with slavery.
Like slavery hitch is wild.
Slavery hitch is heinous.
I don't understand this at all, bro. Like I get it, cause I mean, in truth, if you were pointing out that black people have always been in some kind of support system or character for white people in a movie, I mean, that's really just a realistic ass movie in a sense. So I didn't think it was after where it's like this nigga's in this society now. It's funny that they make a society, but it's no difference. I feel like if it came from
you should have put, did you watch Magic Niggas? That's what I'd be talking about.
If it would have came from a place of like how the Kingsman is, where it's like they're talking about.
It felt like they from the trailer. It felt like they kind of tried to spoof it that way.
Yeah, it is. The society is literally on some Kingsman shit. It's underground. Like it's literally.
But they ain't fighting nobody. They just helping white people.
No, they training new black people to be that.
They find these niggas off the street.
I don't know. I don't know.
You know what's crazy? Because I wouldn't like.
I don't know their criteria.
The only thing you can say is like, did a white person write this? I
don't. It sounded so.
Like I get why a black person would write it because you just, as black people, we're just we're acknowledging that this is a thing.
I feel like it was supposed to be a satire film. Like remember, Key and Peele did a sketch on, and that sketch was funny.
Oh, they just
they did the wise Negro. It wasn't.
No, it was kind of the magical Negro sketch. It was funny.
But they actually had powers.
No, I'm saying
they fought.
Theirs was funny.
I'm the only wise Negro in this one. You never see that sketch? It's actually funny.
The sketch is
that
one. Like that one.
If it would have been that, I would have been okay with it.
And that's what people were saying. They were like, you had a blueprint. Key and Peele kind of did this where it's like everybody.
Which is also wild that because the timeline is known for trying to shit on Key and Peele.
Right.
And the fact that you made the timeline say, you know what, Key and Peele's okay. Y'all niggas got it wrong. It's crazy.
That is what not. Unfortunately, I feel like
I only know one person who saw it, and he came into the Discord and was like, "Magic Niggas is trash, y'all," and then that was it.
Magic.
Unfortunately, I want to watch it though.
You just gotta
because I really want to. Because the fam really is defending this, and he's the nigga that was trying to get the white girl. I need to know how good your acting chops was this, bro. Like I need you to make me believe like this was all worth it for this white girl. All worth it. Like
you know what? Hey, magical Negroes. Hey, man.
The writer director is biracial.
Yeah,
and it's damn near solely from his experience.
And like I said, people. I think we just at this point because I think also. When we heard
that sound racist
when we heard the title,
my mind went intrusive as a motherfucker. Like he's a middleman in slavery gathering and shit. Like, and his black side was like. So I see black people always coming to my house, and they always help my white daddy. You know, I'm like, bro, like
I was trying to put it together myself.
I think also because it's to also the idea of what we thought we was going to finally be able to get is that we thought before we heard the plot and just seeing the League of Magic.
I definitely thought some League of Gentlemen shit.
And so
because that would have been cold.
The American Society of Magical Negroes, right? And so we was like, okay, we already knew it was going to be a comedy and possibly a spoof. The idea, and we thought, especially with how social media was, is going to be a spoof on like Hogwarts or something like, you know what I'm saying? And that idea.
Wait, have you seen it?
Which
you giving a lot of
both. You behind the scenes with it, dog.
I hope somebody has the wherewithal to be like, you know what, fuck it, let's make it. Because a actual magic school, black people just doing magic will be fire.
Because this is damn near the plot, I guess.
What?
So Bo was like, what's worse is dude knows him trying to get the chick is going to harm the rest of the society. And he don't care. He don't question why the society.
Who is the white chick? Is it her?
How bad is the white chick?
It better not be her.
That she look old. She look old as a
I
motherfucker,
don't think
man.
it's her. I think it's the one they don't got the picture for, because she's the third down the line. Yeah, that's the screen grab from the movie.
Is that from the movie?
I'm assuming so.
Oh
That's
yeah, so
dude.
defense. Yeah, that is dude. Fam, definitely not worth watching now.
Oh my god! Oh, you watched a lot of spoiler talks about it? Okay.
Average at best.
You go.
I ain't here to put her down, but if you putting her in the context of having her in the movie called American Society of Magical Negroes,
If
y'all
you
could
trading on your whole race for shit.
Yeah, you should have did a survey with the black race, like what white people that y'all like. You know what I'm saying? Like white women. Y'all should have really did a survey first. Scarlett Johansson, I'd be like, okay.
Scarlett Johansson, like, I can't understand.
Like,
I'm looking at the picture like, you know what? All right. Okay, man.
cause I'd be like, bro, Cole, he finna overthrow the whole government. I'd have been like, when you say, because that's what I'm saying, like, average at best is true. That's why everybody like, you can't be doing this, dog. He trying to overthrow us. He trying to overthrow.
Oh my
Like,
god.
I mean, yeah, what's crazy though, like, I never knew it was a comedy. Like, the name itself, I was like, I really thought we was finna get some wild ass.
When I saw Black Fantasy.
When I
Yes,
saw David
I thought
Allen
we was
Greer,
finna-
I knew it was a comedy.
Yeah, I saw the name and David Allen Greer
I
in the
saw
same
David
month.
Allen Greer, I said, oh, it's a comedy. But I was like, I'm here for it.
Yeah, I was still
I didn't
here
think
for
it was a
that.
comedy. I just thought he was gonna be like the old nigga
Oh,
with
like,
powers.
yeah, that could have been.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he was just like the star. Like, I'm like, if he in it, y'all should want to go see this. But they really wasted the name.
They did.
Like that, because
They
you can't
wasted
use
that
it. Like, they
name.
wasted the name, bro. That was a really
oh
good
my
name.
God, they wasted the name. It
Yeah,
was.
the name is straight up clickbait.
You gotta remember, that's when we was fresh off the high of Black Hogwarts. We was fresh off that, like that was just starting to die down a little bit.
Ooh, they dirty! They dirty! They shit skyrocketed.
If the film was actually good, they genius.
Yeah. Dog.
No, we would have been here for it so much, bro.
Fam, I'm mad. I feel like
the name is fire. You're right.
the name is bro. That should be a group of niggas, like for real, like you know what I'm saying? Like that's some old school, like when niggas clicked up back in the days and rap, like, hey, we gonna call ourselves like the coalition and shit, like nigga, the American Society of Magical Negroes. Dog, that's a trial called Quest ass shit, nigga, for real,
Some
dog.
fantasy writer who is hurt right now because they had it. They didn't have it right.
Or definitely have something just called Magical Negroes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Magical Negroes in general could be go all kind of places.
The ASMN is a cold ass, like, bro. You can go crazy with that letter scheme.
That's what I'm, bro. Yeah, like if I could see a large rap group of motherfuckers calling themselves
Look
that.
at that, bro. Like, bro. You can go crazy, bro. You can make a cold ass logo.
Fam, did you just do a logo or you just make?
I just typed it in with the Google. Bro.
Oh, this is see if there's any more logos.
These are just people, actual people's
logos.
logos.
They were saying, bro, you can go crazy with an ASML.
I thought this nigga put up a logo maker ASAP, like, I'm like, bro, you going crazy.
Like, this nigga hit AI ASAP, bro.
Like, dog.
Hey, we losing the fight to AI.
We still losing it?
Bro, T-Pain just partnered with this company called Dream Track. And he's so ecstatic about it. He's like, look, just say I want to do this song. And he said, write me a song about getting my oil change. He said, you pick the artist. He said, pick T-Pain, and it made a whole song within 5 minutes about getting my oil change.
With T-Pain
voice? Sounded like T-Pain.
Oh, so this is the thing that's been pretty much been out for the longest. They finally just unveiled it to everybody,
bro. It's YouTube. It's on YouTube. It's a YouTube partnership track.
They got a thing called Dream Track.
Meaning that meaning all those beds, if you want to use royalty-free music or whatever like that, it's probably going to be in their library. It's probably going to be something that you can use. Like, bro.
YouTube. It's because it's a Google thing from Google DeepMind.
Bro, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they got Charlie
I
Puth
saw
on it.
Bro,
and then.
So can you, can you make money from it?
Yeah. So,
like, can a nigga make his whole album using all these people on, like, make a mixtape on YouTube and just let people listen?
Well, yeah, I guess technically.
Because that happened. So, right now.
That fast?
No, because right now, they haven't set any laws for it. So right now, if I write a song and I write the song, but then I use AI and say I want Jay-Z to rap it and Beyonce to sing on it, and that song goes, I'm eligible for a Grammy. I'm eligible for the charts. I'm eligible to pay, even though they had nothing to do with it.
I mean, you helping them out though too, bro.
I mean, technically, they don't get.
But they're not getting paid. Like,
they're not getting paid.
That song go crazy.
The royalties and everything.
All that goes to
because I wrote it. Now, if AI wrote it and then you get AI to sing it, you can't do it that way. But if I wrote the song and then I plug AI to have them sing it,
So I can get paid if I wrote the song.
Yeah.
But they don't get paid as using their voice?
because AI,
Wow.
it's computer generated.
Bro, you know what's so crazy though is that I feel like it's more wild that companies are blatantly like the Dream Tracks is a blatant like, bro, fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like we got all y'all
T-Pain
voices.
co-signing it.
That's what T-Pain. And I fuck with T-Pain.
That means they're probably getting paid.
Yeah, the people that are co-signing it probably getting paid.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. I guess where I meant them because it's like you ain't gonna be using my voice in the AI thing,
so
and I'm not getting no pay for it.
Right now, there's 9 artists that got it. So, well, they said there's 9 artists they can use. I'm assuming that those 9 artists are the ones that are getting paid.
It has to be.
Hold on. I say this list. There's a name over here that's gonna throw you off. That it's like one of these people do not belong.
It is wild.
None of these people do not belong. So I'm not even gonna say. I'm just gonna listen to the list.
Read the list.
Nine.
Listen to this list, and then we're gonna get like a minute. I want y'all to plug the chat.
These are the 9
Let me
artists.
know who don't belong in this list.
So it's Alec Benjamin, Charlie Puth, Charlie XCX, Demi Lovato, John Legend, Papoose, Sia, T-Pain, and Troye Sivan.
Wait.
Say it. You ain't even gotta think about it. Who don't belong on this list?
Why is he in there though? Why? They how they know they call Pap like that, bro?
I don't know why you on this list.
I'm on Pap, bro. I'm like Pap should be in there, Pap.
Papoose should not be on this list.
Pap in a hard time, bro. That break up fucking his ass up.
They called for having him on the list. 'Cause I ain't gonna lie, when I didn't see it at first. I was about to read it, and I scanned it before I read it, and I'm like, nah. I know that ain't who I think it is.
Papoose on this list.
Papoose, bro. I mean, I think that's probably one of the wildest things that like to have an app like that and be like, I want to make a song using Papoose.
White people love Papoose.
Do they?
They do.
Yes. The alphabet raps.
Like old Papoose or
The
new?
alphabet raps.
The alphabet raps.
Niggas feel they on alphabet raps and use Papoose. You giving white people too much power with that there. If you telling me they like white people like that, I do not want to see my YouTube foot with a whole bunch of fake ass Papoose raps, bro. I don't want to see that at all.
Bro, it's so wild. But then also, I saw the commercial.
It's terrible.
I saw the commercial of a dude, like this is like the start of Skynet, the start of iRobot, but like he legit was talking about autonomous robots to be your butler, your aide, your help.
I mean, I thought we was already doing that.
No, but this was like he was one of them. Like, you know how like when we watch like the start of those movies and they talk about when it started and it's the young guy, like, you know, in 10 years, this is gonna be and what it's gonna be. Like it was that video. And I was like, nigga, this is legit the start of iRobot. Like this is the start of AI shit that is
I mean,
over.
why would we not do it though, fam? I mean, we're a society who likes to just like, you know what I'm saying?
So
They,
listen,
if they did it in the movies, and you know it's coming, bro.
Oh, yeah,
you know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying?
Would you be Will Smith in iRobot, or are you getting you a robot assistant?
I mean, I feel like anybody who got a Roomba gonna get one. I ain't got a Roomba though, but if you have a Roomba, anything like that, you dabbling.
Hey,
You dabbling.
bro.
Okay, what about?
You looking at me like you know. You dabbling.
You got a Roomba, don't
You
I
you
got a
into
Roomba.
You like it though. You like it though.
I used it yet.
You haven't used it yet?
Hey,
You dabbling.
You doing
You
it?
definitely going for a test. Like, let me see what they talk about though. You know what I'm saying?
But that said,
it's convenient.
for sure getting me a robot butler.
You gonna get your robot butler?
I'm gonna need to know how to deactivate it, but I'm for sure.
I don't like. We don't need the more people,
I'm
the more
not
things
doing-
we get. Like
I'm not doing a robot butler, bro.
people who have a robot butler is gonna be really, really, really shitty people in real life.
You ain't gonna get the robot.
Because you're gonna be
out
spending a
first.
lot of time cussing the robot out. Then you gonna get out.
Cause I don't even be doing that to like my Siri and stuff like that.
You ain't put your Roomba on the floor yet.
Bacardi treated it like, you know how like they was like a vampire. Once you get turned to a vampire, you ain't a vampire until you actually drive human blood.
Right,
Like, you know
yes.
what I mean? Trying to use the synthetic blood. Bacardi treated it like that. Like, oh yeah, you good.
I'm
But
just saying-
soon as you activate that motherfucker,
I'm just saying. Like, I'm talking about as far as like when I said like you gonna be y'all motherfuckers gonna be assholes to their robot because I said. I've seen a Roomba in action, and that motherfucker gets stuck somewhere. You always hear a nigga like, God damn, man, you gotta get up and turn that motherfucker around.
But see,
like,
that's the thing, the AI robot, you wouldn't have to do all that. You just turn it on and it just go.
It's an AI robot though, so it's gonna be something the funny thing about AI robot is the AI robot's gonna feel like he's gonna be like, as you talk to this AI robot, as human beings, we're gonna feel like this motherfucker think he's smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why you start saying stupid shit to the robot. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how people use AI now.
Does the price matter? So let's say, what if they do it like it's like a cable subscription, like $49.99 a month.
So hold on,
you get this robot butler.
And even let me clarify this. We're really close to that already. Because I mean, if you think about,
if you think like a Rosie.
I mean, I don't feel like I need. I don't feel like I need one. That's why I said if people who would get one of them, you really in the trenches because we already kind of got that with like the with Siri or anybody, you can order food, order groceries. You can literally just talk to your like Google Home or whatever. Like order.
You know what? Our parents, my mom and pops definitely get a robot.
Like
they ain't finna have nobody ordering their groceries.
What's the Amazon thing?
Every time I'm over there, hey Alexa.
Yeah, the
hey,
Alexa.
That's
what I'm saying.
They stop at the because I didn't ask them. Oh, why you ain't get your groceries delivered? I'm like, I don't trust them.
I don't trust them.
I don't know.
But why you don't trust somebody who delivered box of your shit every single goddamn other day?
I guess
Hey,
picking
you
out your
gotta trust somebody
groceries.
enough to go grocery shopping for you.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. But in that sense, though,
I don't know how they look at fruit.
That's what I'm saying. Like in that sense, though, we already, like I said, we're that close already where you can use Alexa and pretty much order your groceries. So it's like having a robot literally just being a roommate in your house.
But that's
that
still
you
people,
like.
though. That's still people.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, what you gonna send a robot to get the groceries?
No, that's what I'm not taking a robot butler
subscription plan
assistant.
because what happened if I miss a payment? What if I just
It just won't work.
It just
No,
won't.
it's going to attack your
It's gonna turn red.
Hey, it's gonna be.
Stewie, my money, man.
It's gonna just be slumped over. Every time you try to cut back on, it'll be like payment accepted.
It's gonna be like the Chappelle Show gift when you show White Cliff, you think, where my money? Where my fucking?
Turn red eyes on your ass real quick.
So you need to be able to purchase. You wouldn't do a subscription plan.
Yeah, I gotta purchase it outright.
But you said you would.
We just don't. No, I don't know. We don't need that.
I wouldn't do it.
We don't need
to do it.
We don't need that kind. Like for one, y'all just.
I don't trust.
I mean, for
robots
one,
to
we've
this
already
extent.
seen this in a sense, like in Black Mirror and all that. You know what I'm saying? Black Mirror pretty much did it when they took the when they put her husband's soul in the robot or whatever. Or
I wouldn't go that far.
That's different. That's different.
I mean, or I don't know.
I ain't talking about reanimation. I'm just saying like actual
bring
robot.
somebody
Like
back.
you go to you
Your
go
time is your
you
time.
go to Robot Inc. and he's like, all right, I need a butler to do blah blah blah. They program it and boom, this is your.
So do you want a real robot or you want a robot just like a person?
Bro, it could be the thing. You know the thing they be having that cook for you that just
the arm?
The arm?
That's really all I'm caring
I'm
about.
actually more scared of the arm than a full robot.
What you need that motherfucker for?
I hate having to decide what to cook every day. That's literally all I care about. I didn't
What?
think about what you said. Oh my God, no.
What?
I was having a test in the kitchen. So that way I wouldn't get to it. Oh my God.
Nigga said, all I need the nigga with the arm, nigga. That's all I need is the one with the arm. All I need.
God, you are I wanted it to like I said.
So you just want him to cook for you?
I literally just wanted it to be the cook. 'Cause I hate having to decide what to cook.
What movie was that had an arm in the kitchen?
Cause truthfully,
Every futuristic
Yeah, I
movie
feel like
pretty much
everyone-
they have the whole smart house. Yeah.
Smart house.
Oh, smart house. Yeah.
No, I was thinking something older. I feel like, oh God.
I know.
Future.
Like obviously Jetsons and stuff had it. So like,
I mean, shit. I think didn't Honey I Shrunk the Kids? Didn't he have?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to think. I'm thinking when I think Honey I Shrunk the Kids or whatever.
What you thinking?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like I remember some old movie like Inventor movie where all that
Yeah.
kind of shit be going on.
So here's the thing.
that's
If
all I
was-
need.
But
Everything else I can do, I don't care.
So you just want a robot to cook for you?
So like, yeah, that's it. I can hire a personal chef realistically, and then I'm like, nah, I don't need it anymore. Like,
I'm saying, I am of the thought process that eventually AI robots is going to are definitely going. Like matter of fact, I'm not of the thought process. I am. It's just when it's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I
AI
know. My
robots are
thing
going to
is,
turn all this AI shit, bro. Autonomous robot. It's going to turn on us. I 100% believe it. It's not even a maybe. No, it's going to happen. I know for a fact.
I mean, my thing is, I mean, I don't even think. I mean, in the sense like, yeah, it's gonna turn on, but I think I think what's gonna happen first is just like the Tesla stuff and everything. We're gonna have so many people who just really don't like the fact that this stuff is out here. you don't understand people in general though. Like when you put this shit in people's hands, they can have it in the privacy of their own home. You gonna do all kind of shit with your shit. Like motherfuckers are messy. People throwing shit on there. Like it's gonna be all kind of fire breaking out because the robot done burnt up or short circuited. Like you just like you gonna be like, nigga, I need him to wash my back in the shower. Like nigga, it's a robot.
That is the so what you're saying is inevitable. It's definitely going to happen that way. But then all it's going to do is force companies to make better robots, more smarter robots, faster robots, and then they get to the point where it's like, oh, y'all are the problem. So now
it's going to. But I mean, it's perfect sense though because as a AI, as a robot that can learn everything and take the requests of human people, they literally are hearing the worst shit from people. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you making a robot do the worst shit, so they gonna be like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with humans? You know what I'm saying? Like they got to go for my robot car. They got to do it too much out here. Like then you start defending the robot. That's to me. Every robot revolution is literally because it's like y'all doing too much with us. Yeah. Like you know what I'm saying?
I'm predicting that's gonna be years and years away.
You think you'll be gone? They gonna dig your ass back up. Like I remember the shit you was on.
So I mean, speaking of robots, man, we got to talk about X-Men 97, man. We back.
Have to talk about X-Men. Like we didn't talk about it at all.
We back, man. First things first, man. Like I said, one. Like what I love, like I said, just overall from the get-go, the aesthetics of it. I love the filter that they put over it to make it feel like it's the 90s. The 90s.
You don't like it?
It's a little rough at parts.
I like it.
It's a little rough.
Really?
It's a little too sharp.
And I meant to bring this up. You know what actually gives me, like, what it takes me more back to?
It takes me to Archer.
Archer's a little bit harder shade.
It's
close. It's
close. Very close.
But what it takes me to is the X-Men video game.
Yep.
The X-Men video game. You know what I'm saying? And even the cutscenes when you see it in that, like they resemble a lot in the cutscenes of the X-Men video game.
Aesthetic-wise, it's great. In the animation, it took me a second to get into because there are certain scenes where it's like this is like that scene, and I keep bringing that one up. The scene they released before it came out, where I don't know if they added some extra animation between it when the episode happened. But
when he was doing the call to my X-Men?
No, so it was the scene where Jean and Storm were sitting on the bed talking. So they released that. They released that like 2 days before it came out, and I was like, "Ooh, this looking kind of rough."
They must have polished it there.
It looked very stiff.
Did you make a comment about it?
I mean, there's a lot of people commenting about it.
So I'm like, if you did, they probably like, we gotta take this shit back.
But then, like I said, even the first few scenes of the episode, but then it obviously goes away very quickly. Animation wise, it's fine. It's just like I said, you could tell that they wanted to. You could tell they wanted it to be 90s, but still digital. And I think that hand-drawn, the digital hand-drawn, whatever they did, it just looked a little too stiff.
I mean, I loved every bit of it. I love how it looked, but I get what you're saying, though, because we are looking at it like the original is hand-drawn.
Right.
So y'all trying to really use hand-drawn techniques.
But the reason why I was okay with what you're with that is that I didn't want it to be too polished because I was like, it wasn't polished in the 90s. So like,
but that's because it was hand-drawn.
You know what I'm saying? So having those flaws, it still was like, you know what I'm saying?
And maybe that could be what they went to, too.
It fit the aesthetic.
It could have been, it could be what they went to, too.
There had a couple scenes that look flash animation, but
looked like flash animation.
I like that. Like I said, the tone is that just heavy drama.
Yeah, the tone is
heavy drama. But also, I like the fact that it do feel like a true continuation. This is a squad. This is a squad that is there because even the way that they handled Master Morph, right? You got to remember they spent 2 seasons fighting Master Morph, and then the reaction, and then the results of Master Morph, right? They spent 2 seasons of that, and then 2 more seasons of that, right? So then when we see it in here. In the first episode, when they was just doing their combos and working together and shit like that. Taking out those Sentinels, everybody was like, oh, dang. Like, they took them why was we scared of them? It was like, no, if you watch the original, the Sentinels was like, that was like, whoa, who is these?
Yeah.
And so now they know it. They can take them out easily. So I just love that continuation of it. I love that this team felt put together. And I love that, like, how they was
definitely kept saying Master Morph, and I was just like,
I said Master Morph. I mean, saying Master Mode. Shit, my fault. I did say Master Morph.
You was strong with the Morph on it.
Yeah, master mode.
But I mean, I do like I said, even and what you said, 'cause, like even with just the first episode in a sense, it literally was the first episode of the first, you know, what I'm saying, of the original X-Men. Like you're fighting the Sentinels again, but it was like you would for anybody who, like you said, watching it, you watch the first episode of the original X-Men. They didn't know what the fuck they was, and you lost morphs and all this shit. They didn't know what to do, and everything. You know, the Beast got kidnapped, so it was like, so then now you get them again, and
we got arrested.
Well, yeah, but like now you get it, you know, you watch them a year later pretty much, and you know they come back and it's like, oh, we already know what the like. We already know what the deal should be gone really, but whatever you're saying. Like,
and again, you know, I've been online saying this. I said this on Straight Outta Comic Book, but like, hey man, Cyclops is back, yo. That's what I really like.
I mean,
that's what I really, because we had so many years, so many decades of people shitting on Cyclops, and you forget before the movies came out, the animated series and in the comic books, Cyclops was peak. He was one of the top X-Men. He was cool, and then he just ended up the movies made him look like a simp. It's the movies.
No, it was 100% the movies. The movies did terrible characterization for.
I feel like the cartoon. I feel like the X-Men cartoon. I didn't really care.
Because I went back and watched it before this one came out. Here's the thing with what I didn't realize. Wolverine was really a hater, bro.
I mean, he was always a hater.
But the movies didn't make it seem like that. The movies made it seem like it was an equal love triangle. It was not. Jean and Cyclops, like Jean maybe a little bit, but for the most part, Jean was like, bro, I'm not on this, Logan. Leave me alone. I'm with him. Like, what are you on? And Logan just kept on trying. It was not how we seen it in the movies.
I mean, I get that. Like in the movies, Jean was you doing a lot.
Like, they did. Scott wasn't the only person the movies did bad. The movies, you rewatching this, you're like, crap, a lot of characters.
Shit, they didn't do Storm right. And listen, I love Halle Berry, and I was okay with Halle Berry's first portrayal as the movies came on. It was like, but like when you look at how badass Storm is, and you go back and it was like, damn, they didn't give Halle Berry enough writing to cook. They didn't cook with her.
I mean, but it's also that too. Like I feel like Storm gotta be somebody, and I ain't like I said, no diss to Halle Berry, but really, really a dominant woman. Like, well, really,
at that
you know
time,
what I'm saying?
At that time, well, I ain't gonna say at that time even now. Halle Berry could have pulled it off. Remember, she's a victim of the writing, because that whole franchise writing was horrible.
The writing was definitely trash.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Outside of Charles, outside of Magneto, and outside of Beast in that original cast, I mean, of course, Wolverine, like that original cast, they had a lot of flaws.
Even the Wolverine, I think it grew on more people.
Yeah, the Wolverine grew on more people, because you got to think, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they made, he wasn't.
And they didn't have no, like, you got to think, like, what made the X-Men movies a lot harder, too, because we got them without no original costumes, like, so you really kind of getting to know everybody in like this whole different like setup and look like, bro, this is like, I don't like my X-Men don't look like this, so you don't even, you really already not is not attached to it.
Like she said, she was underpaid. They didn't use her enough. Like I said, there was a lot that that was left there on that table. But none. We're talking 97, not the movies. Bro, when that intro came on. That intro, I was already on board. As soon as I heard that intro again, I was on fucking board. I was like, yo, this is, and then,
I mean, it was just the fact the intro, they did the same intro. That's why I was really I was really happy to see that.
The music was kind of, you can tell it was synthesized more. It was more synthesized.
Oh yeah, they put some freak into it.
And then, like, going back to Cyclops real quick, is that they showed why Cyclops is the leader of that team. Because the one thing that I like that I've been seeing is he understands his team, where he knows when to call people in, knows when to sit people down, knows when to tell people to come in, and we're not seeing much of that where people are opposing. Like, you know, generally we'll see like, okay, Bacardi and Didge, we going, Trippy, you stay back, and then in the episode, Trippy like, no, you ain't sending me down. I'm coming. We're not seeing that because these people, they trust Scott and his leadership. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so it's like I'm just liking the dynamic of it. You know, Scott being able to say, hey, give them the weather and shit like that. Like, hey, give them the
forecast. Like, you can't even shout the nigga outright, fam. Give him. He's so cool.
You can't say it's whatever.
You trying to be as cool as you can.
It's still cool.
Give him the forecast.
Give him the weather.
Who cares what the line line is. I'm just saying he did it.
That's what
That
made
was-
it cold.
That's not the part that I'm talking about. That makes
But
it
he said
cold.
wasn't no other time.
I'm not. Y'all focusing on the word. I'm focusing on the action and the results.
I'm focusing on the action and the word of you. And you said
You gotta
give
have
him.
a line right. If you
You
gotta,
said give him the weather. And I'm like, he didn't say that.
Y'all like, don't well actually me on the podcast. We ain't never been well actually. Now y'all
You
niggas
just
well
can't, you can't rub nobody in and be like, just throw up another random ass line.
Y'all here trying to well actually and shit.
But
yeah.
no, I mean, I guess like I said, I gotta, cause I'm actually been trying to go back and watch, more of the old X-Men
definitely
too.
watch it. It's
Cause
good.
like I said, even and like you said, because it's been so many years of build up for Cyclops. Like I definitely love, like I said, the perfect. I think I saw on IG where somebody said like they got him using the Marvel vs. Capcom move set. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Cyclops really... And I mean, I think it's really crazy, though, too, that it's actually a year. And you think about it, like 5 seasons of the last X-Men where it's like, bro, all that shit happened in 1 year?
Yeah.
Nigga, like, that's like... So it's like, that's crazy. So, I mean, I think it is cold that even what you're saying with him, like, talking to the team, everybody moving, because it's like, we've been through a lot in the last year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you said, everybody is acknowledging him now, like... All right, bro, you got it. Especially because now fam dead. Like, all right, whatever. We listening to you. You know what I'm saying?
And then, like I said, even giving them combos. Like, the one thing that I noticed was that, like, how Cyclops is not just doing like immediate, just blasting you out of there. Like, he hitting you in your knee, hitting you in your elbow.
And
like, he was going crazy.
And I was gonna point out too, I think was really dope because we was talking about this last time where we was talking about where this laser, and we realized, it was actually like the like concussion blast or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like you saw that. Like I feel like watching even when I watched the first episode of X-Men the old one, he was slicing shit.
Yeah.
Like it was really laser eyes. So this season,
that's the thing. And I thought that's what he meant. It is only because the show started in '92, so it's been 5 years in the show. It's been a year since Charles died. The show ended in '96.
Wait, what are we talking about?
But Carter said all
because
this
of
happened
in
in
a
a year.
year.
Like, the whole series was
I
in
missed
a year.
that part. Oh, I missed him saying that. I'm like, wait, what are we talking about?
but, then what I just thought? Oh yeah. No, I said I think that
The concussion
Yeah, the
blast.
concussion blast. Because I was like I said in the older cartoon, you really. That's why I think everybody always got confused because it really does show more laser. But it's like from this season how he uses it, even when he hit the ground, like when you realize having that fact that we had.
landing.
The fact that we had talked about it was like now it was already clear to be like, all right, he's supposed to use concussion blast.
Yeah.
And you watch this like that's how it's supposed to work then.
Yeah,
like you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like
It was dope to see him like how he was using it like to move around with it too. Like even in the later in this episode when he was fighting against the group, I just call him fuck out of here.
I call him fuck out of here too. I call him fuck out of here.
outta here.
But the friends of him, friends
Friends
of
Humanity.
humanity. But I call him fuck out of here too.
They like how he was using that fight where he hit them, then he used it to back up his
Yeah.
stuff. Like, that's fire.
Yeah, but so let's talk about that fucking landing because that landing was
Yeah,
Oh,
Landon
this
was
is-
great.
bro. So admittedly, I was under the influence watching it. I was
Hilarious.
drunk and high, but when he was like, "Good job, team. See y'all on the ground," I was like, "What the fuck, nigga? You ain't got no wings." And then when he did it, and I was like, and when it like just. As soon as he finished it, and he said, "To me, my X-Men," I stood up. I
Yeah.
did one of those. I was like, "Oh,
yeah, and you might have fallen over that.
You are.
You
Yeah,
like, I'm like, but no, I was definitely on that. When he jumped out the plane, I'm like, what y'all doing with Cyclops? You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
why
I was
did
like,
he-
yo,
He's
he
finna do
cooking.
something crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, what y'all write up for Cyclops? You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Somebody said, I can picture that write up. Somebody's like, so Cyclops will jump out the plane. They're like, wait, somebody grabbing him? Like, no, the nigga jumping out the plane. Like, you gotta explain, like,
Yeah.
he gonna concussive blast the ground. You gonna be like, wait, what? Cyclops doing? Like, cause I feel like that's just something you just never.
Never see.
I don't know if it's in comics. Like I don't really read a lot of. Like I don't know if he's ever done it like that in comics. So it's like
I don't take the reason why I probably don't think he's done it in the comic is that the movies made the 3-point stance more relevant in superhero lore.
I think did he still do the 3-point stance?
He did. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. In the comics, I
Oh,
don't think
that's
that
like the
the
superhero landing is more a
the
movie
3-point
thing
landing.
than
I don't think that was a thing like that in the comics. So
Okay.
now in the movies and in things moving forward, it's like, oh, you gotta get
3-point
the
stance in
landing.
there.
And his 3-point landing was fucking. It was one of, bro. I was like that. I didn't expect it, so it threw me for the loop. But then. Bro, I didn't realize how dope to me my X-Men line was. That line sounded like Avengers Assemble.
It definitely, but I mean, but even when you think about it too, what I forgot about was in truth, the team all together, how smooth they got out of that disaster. Like the plane got shot down, and he was like, "All right, let's get him out of here." You know what I'm saying? And they just jumped out.
Was the crazy part.
Like they didn't even panic. He was just like, "Oh, decided to get out right here."
Bro,
Like,
even when the Sentinel grabbed Cyclops, that nigga didn't panic. That nigga said, "All right."
Right.
Cut the phone off. And then even Raw was like, another day saving the X-Men again. Like, you know, it's just like, yeah, this is
like they 5 years in, fam. Like, yeah, they 5.
I think that's the best part of it is like I said, it feels lived in already, so we don't have to go through the growing pains. Yep. Now it's just, all right, well, what's the new bullshit that's about to happen?
And then that motherfucking combo fight at the end. Like I said, I talk about it all the time because like we saw it in the commercial. We saw Gambit charging up Wolverine.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't see the full thing until this, so we didn't see the whole.
Oh yeah, the whole send off. Yeah,
Morph throwing him up there, bro. And then with the music playing in the background, they was cooking, bro.
Yeah, it was a great first episode back.
Jesus,
you immediately felt like you were back there again. Like
that's why I said, dog, and that's why. But that's why I said, like, it's. I didn't really, and to be truthfully honest. Like, I don't feel like the original X-Men cartoon really puts you on cliffhangers. No. At the end. These first 3 episodes.
They 100%.
They did, dog. I watched it before walking up.
The amount of part 1, 2, 3, 4 episodes that are in.
Well, I mean, I know, but I'm saying like how because we didn't wrap up this episode, but you know how it ended literally in like Magneto, like everybody think it's smooth. They walk in the room and he just like, oh, I'm here. Like,
they definitely did that in the original.
Why is Magneto here? They had to like, and they all busted. He like.
They just got back from the club. Jubilee went crazy in the club.
Oh yeah,
Jubilee, she was in the club.
Hey, and that's why I love Jubilee though, bro. Because Jubilee, like I said, even because she got to talk to old boy. You know, she trying to get him in. Like you out.
Well, he's a new Jubilee.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
That's how the first episode
that's some
started.
spot.
The very first, they went and got Jubilee.
So it's like the fact that they using her to be like, she just like, you love it here, like you just come on, like, you know what I'm saying, like and you realize how long Jubilee really been in it, because you like, damn, Jubilee really like she's still cold though, like, you know what I'm saying, like.
But then they're doing my boy dirty. You know what I'm saying? They got my boy Gambit out here already in a love triangle. Already.
We in second episode now.
Dog, that was tragic.
Because first episode we saw them bond. He was like, look. He said, hey, I'll touch you.
5 years
I'll
though.
touch you.
You got to think 5. They did it
immediately. You see him seeing her with her sneakily.
He was like, look, I ain't gotta have no gloves on.
No. And see, that's because I feel like people not addressing it, bro. Rogue bogus. You know what I'm saying? Because that nigga was minding his business in the office. She bust up in there like, you got a boyfriend. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they not a couple.
Well, whatever.
But if you really,
Rogue was shooting.
She was
fucking shooting from
technically she wasn't. She was saying it was. Here's what it looked like. It was more so like the toxic ex, and she was like,
"Hey, she
still
came
fuck
back
with
in
him.
like you remember."
But she was like, "Hey, we can't be doing this. I mean, but we can. But we can't be doing
and
this."
That's what I'm saying. But when she, I think because and dude knew that though. That's why I said that's why he Magneto turned it up at the end of that conversation. It was like. Cause she gave him like the motivation, like, I had to make them like me too and all. And that's when she got closer. He like, I didn't think you was gonna just embrace me so quickly when I came. I'm like, dog, she's going. Like,
they definitely.
They
dog.
In an alternate timeline, they was married.
But that was the immediate like, this is must see TV.
They show my nigga Gavin there with the car lit up. I was like, oh no.
They gave him the fist, bro.
It was the Queen of Hearts what made it even tragic.
Oh, I didn't even pay attention to the car.
Yeah, it was the Queen of Hearts.
The Queen of Hearts was like
that shit, bro. I'm just more. The house too big for Gavin to keep running to these niggas like that, bro.
Like he's searching for it.
He knew where he was going to be.
Good dog. So this back to the beginning though, because I actually want to talk about how the fact that everybody was really fucking salty. Scott was fucking hot. That Magneto had the spot though. Like he came like.
So okay. Did you watch Succession?
No.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
No.
Bro, it gave me mad Succession. Charles is looking funny in the light because here's the thing. So the debate. This is the debate that people been saying. All right, and if you watch Succession, this is pretty much Succession. Scott should have been the leader. Magneto, I get it. Magneto has the track record of being a leader, and he's been a leader, but in the sense of, all right, if you are the leader, you should be training your prodigy, which should have been Scott in all sense.
Right.
So if you are trying to say, Scott, you are not fit to be this leader, so now I got to give it to my enemy. Like, bro, that's on you. That's not on Scott. If you didn't, like, how was you not training Scott to be your replacement?
Like, y'all don't understand. He wasn't. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all, like, what made me, what I first
Charles
saw.
looking funny in the light.
By the time I really, because I watched it, bro, because I watched the episode over a couple times too, and I really, my realization was like, bro, X-Men is work for hire. Like, nigga, that's the company. Like, they was like, Scott thought he was like, nigga, you just an employee. We got to get a real boss in here, nigga. Like, you just covered it to management really get involved. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all just workers.
Scott should have been the leader.
No, and you know why he shouldn't have been? Because of what Magneto did when he came in. He was like, all this money and shit, I'm finna handle what Charles told me, like, because y'all don't know what the fuck to do with it.
Like, wait, are y'all trusting Magneto?
I am.
I am.
Oh,
Yeah, I am. Nigga, that perm. Nigga, that perm. That perm is truthful as a
I
dick,
ain't
bro.
trusting him at all, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't trusting that nigga at all.
Well, you know what?
Scott should have been the leader, G.
He don't need Scott didn't need to be the leader.
Scott should have been the leader.
I'm 50-50 on trusting Magneto because he banging Rogue out, and I'm really mad about that.
It's funny.
He banging.
Scott shouldn't have been the leader because he was about to leave anyway.
Yeah, he wanted to leave anyway. I mean, you couldn't be. My thing is like, because you're not really. He didn't. If anybody would have been the leader, it would have been Jean, because that was the closest to Charles.
But either way, they were about to leave.
Yeah,
So like neither one. I get it. He was all upset about like, oh man, I'm
That
not
nigga
the leader.
did.
I fully understand all that. But it was wild because he was about to leave anyway, and I know he was kind of like arguing a little bit back and forth with Jean about it. But she was about to convince this man that, oh yeah, we can get out of here.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. When I saw the scene of Scott talking to Jean like he don't trust me no more, I literally was thinking about the Boys in the Hood scene when Fam came back talking to him. He got the swing and shit like. That was literally the first thing that came to my head. Like, dog is mad.
He should have been rightfully so. Rightfully so, bro. Rightfully so, bro. Hey, man, you bringing in the ops?
And
bro, you trained me to fight this man, and now you giving it to him?
I think to me it's even funnier because, you know, Charles, and that's just how I've used it. Like, Charles was in regular clothes. He just a man in a wheelchair. Magneto came in still hair luxury, big M on his chest. Like, cuz this is my shit.
Episode,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so we wasn't going to say her actual name, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was like third episode anyway when we get there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, we still in the second episode. You know what I'm saying? What?
Yeah. We getting there.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like the fact that Magneto really ain't like, he ain't playing clothes in, like, you just in costume as everybody else.
Yeah.
Like Charles was really like behind. That's why it's even funny about Magneto. That's why I say I'm 50-50 because I now want to know what Charles really was doing when everybody else is working, because Magneto just fucking on road. When everybody
Charles was a diplomat, so Charles stayed busy. He was talking to the government. Charles.
So that's why I'm 50-50, because right now Magneto still ain't proved himself. Like, bro, you got in second day, you fucking on road. First, you know what I'm saying? You just really fucking everything up.
Rogue threw it in his lap.
She did, and he could have said no. But you only can say no. He did. He said when she came to the door, he said, I ain't got no time for this, Rogue. And she was like, Sugar, let me talk to you.
That was
she hit her with the sugar, let me hit you one time.
Magneto was on some, like I said, Magneto, that wasn't a hard no. That was a no. Like, that was not no hard
that's because
no.
he knew. That's because, like you said, they toxic. So they done did that shit back at their place. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where he like, you know what I'm saying?
This the nigga y'all trust to run the school? Like, y'all, man,
he not running the school. He doesn't put the niggas to work.
Man, I don't trust none of it. I don't trust none of it.
Because a lot of my hilarity is really in the third episode. So that's why I really like. You know
well, the one thing I did want to say though, that they did put a lore to the helmet more than what I thought, right? Because I didn't think about that aspect. We thought about, you know, when I said it's Magneto pussy, it was more so just on the
when she put the story,
right?
yeah.
And then he did say that it was like, no, you didn't want to hear your best friend telling you, you know.
Yeah,
hey, you better, like the love that he gave you.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, because
so that does give more of the lore.
I think we did kind of touch on that.
Y'all touched on that
because we like, you don't want Professor in your ear. Like, you shouldn't be doing this.
Like, you know,
because that's what,
I love you, Magneto.
Because that's what he did to Juggernaut. he actually like he didn't only but he told Juggernaut pretty much he made him see all the stuff that he did, and he was like, yeah, you ain't shit, man. Like, yo, bro, you really ain't shit, bro.
Like, look at what you doing.
Yeah, so it's but it is that. So I thought that was a dope perspective of that.
Right.
One thing though, I'm surprised. Was y'all surprised at the Madeline reveal? Like, did y'all, because you know they always
we ain't the third episode yet.
No, I was just saying like.
You just about at the end? Or
No, I'm just saying this gene was not Phaeton. I'm like
that's how like.
That's what I'm saying.
Are you talking about the clone gene?
Yeah, that's what I mean. When the clone gene was walking, when she didn't faint in 2 episodes,
she didn't do enough really in the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
No, she didn't do enough in the first 2 episodes to like be like, oh yeah, she should have been faint.
Yeah,
like,
and that's really that's why I say when we get to the third episode,
there was some battles.
Jane ain't do nothing. Jane ain't do nothing.
You right.
Oh yeah, all Jane did was attack old boy, the politician dude.
Because of the joke, the whole time, first episode and second episode, I'm watching. I'm like, man, when's she gonna faint?
And she was pregnant. That's what it was too.
I still was waiting for the faint. I ain't gonna hold you.
I forgot about the pregnancy thing in the beginning. Was that second episode? Yeah, that's the second episode when she went.
When they had the baby.
Yep.
The Wolverine.
That funny moment. She was like, he's here. And he said, who?
And that's what I said. We even in the first episode, it's like
he was not afraid of apocalypse.
That nigga was on business.
She was like, damn.
The dynamic though, like I said, the consistency they kept with Wolverine. Because like I said, if you just watched the first episode of like the old one and understood how Wolverine was really like, bro, you're not gonna tell me shit.
Oh yeah.
I don't give a fuck about you. Fuck y'all. You'll say, but it's like now it's 5 years. Like Wolverine now is just literally just like, bro, I'm just here. Like I'm really like the nigga don't be nowhere. He always at home with Jane. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga really like come and go as he please for real. And it's like I think that's like the funniest shit. Because like I said in the first episode. When he was huffing and puffing because he knew they was gonna leave, he was like, "They about to leave." When he was talking to I'm like, dog is still in his bag about this, dog. That was like the first time it hit me, like, bro, he's still talking about this.
No, I'm not. I wasn't gonna start. I was just saying what the start was for.
Oh, I'm like,
yeah, bro. But all right, so I'm trying to think. Okay, so what all happened in the second episode? Cause
second episode was pretty much that was. I mean, so that's what I was gonna say. Like, no, that's all I had to say. Like, because I wanted to remember what happened. Because I wanted to make a statement, and I told you that already. Like, they could have kept Morph in the fucking grave if you was gonna take away Storm's powers.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
saying?
From what I'm hearing, I don't know that storyline.
Oh, I know the storyline.
This whole storyline is amazing.
Yeah,
so,
I know the storyline.
Oh, that this story like about her, like when she loses her powers and everything like that.
Yeah. This is actually one of the. This is going to get emotional. I'm gonna let you know that. That's what it is. This storyline. This storyline is
like
fucking
you
heavy.
read this storyline.
Mm-hmm. This
storyline with Morphin. This is the actual X-Men storyline.
I don't remember. Personally, I don't remember. I don't remember the Morph aspect of it, but the whole Storm losing her powers and then spoiler alert. The person that she ends up talking to at the end and everything like that. Like he's going to help her get her powers. But like this, that's a whole thing.
It's just like how they did in in the original series, where they take storylines from the comics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, remix it and master it.
So I can't remember Morph's involvement in that part, but I do remember this part with and everything like that. But this is why I was like, all right, here's what I think. I'm heavily interested in seeing Magneto's storyline in this is because I don't trust Magneto, but I do believe that he's gonna have moments where he's truly battling his natural instincts to kill, and a little bit of let me at least what I'm saying, do what Charles was trying to do, like you know what I'm saying. So I'm
by the end of the
interested.
season,
I'm interested in seeing that.
Yeah, I think
by the end of the season,
but the second season is gonna be the second season is gonna be the X-Men fighting with Magneto again.
Like because I think
it ain't gonna work.
The whole idea of this season with his storyline specifically is that it's going. Like you said, he's going to try what Charles wanted him to try. And I think that Charles probably had a very good reason why he put Magneto there in that place. I don't think it was done just haphazardly. But I think everything throughout the season is just going to sort of chip away, starting with the whole Storm thing. Starting with Storm losing her power, him snapping. I think him taking him up there was him about to.
That was a cold ass scene.
Was like him about to think like I'm about to do it. But then I think he had that change of heart. Like, no, I told Charles I would try it his way.
Even his threat.
I mean, that was my reason. That was my reason why I feel like he gave.
Don't make me let you down. That meant that I said, yo, this.
I mean, that was my reason. I feel like that's why he gave him everything. He was like, if you can uphold my promise, then that's all I need you to do.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying.
I think he's gonna
like that was really that test because it's like you don't have to. Like I'm living this all to you. You can just fight my X-Men motherfuckers and just take over, do whatever you want to do with it. Yep. You know what I'm saying. But it's like, but he was giving him a chance to be like, you can try to be good. Yeah. So I think that's also the thing. That's why I said it's funny because it's like he is on the inside now. Mm-hmm. So you get the instead of you just dealing with Charles, you're dealing with the effect of Charles on like the team or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's gonna, like his arc is probably gonna be super interesting.
So at the end of the episode when Jean popped up and fainted, and then we saw about it, was it confirmed for you? Like, for people who don't know of the faint. They're probably still like, well, which one's the right one?
No,
did you know immediately?
I knew when they named the kid, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, that storyline.
Yeah, like I know his mom.
Well, I didn't. For me, it was when they actually cut to her huffing and puffing in the bed and like finally got up. I was like, that's real Jean. like when she was going, like when like finally waking up. Because if you thought about it, it was the first time I was like, I ain't heard that noise in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like it was the first time you really like, dog. It did. That's what I'm saying. When you get to the third episode, that shit is running rampant. Dog. Huffing and puffing is all through episode 3, dog. And Faith, dog. I was like, Jean is back.
Jean is back, bro.
So that was definitely I didn't think about the fate at the end. It wasn't the fate at the end, but like I said, I didn't know the story, so it's like of course when they showed her again, I'm like, all right, so this is definitely something weird. I know that's got to be the real Jean, but it was that too. It was just like, damn, I didn't realize the other Jean ain't did none of this noise. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, like I said, they also played it really well with making sure that she wasn't going out on any of the any of the missions and stuff because she was pregnant.
And it's really crazy though because then it's like. Even in the sense, if they really is a continuation of the, if it's
it's not Medellin.
If it's a continuation, because it is a continuation of the old cartoon. And like I said, I don't remember like the last season of X, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, because I mean, even in how this end, how they doing this is like, they both like, well, we don't know when he would have did this to us. So it's like.
There's theories. There's theories on when it happened, because there was a moment where both Scott and Jean got kidnapped by Mr. Sinister. Because, you got to think, his whole thing is he looks at their makeup as, you guys are the perfect makeup for the perfect mutant. And that's that whole storyline. So there was a moment where they both was kidnapped. There was a moment where when the Jean Phoenix swap happened, where Jean was in the bottom of the lake or river or whatever. But what they're saying is that like what came up might not have been like that. Might have been the Phoenix Force going down and coming up in the Phoenix, and the real Jean was already down there, and then he came and picked her up. So there's a lot of there was a lot of areas that you really could have got her. 4 moments in the original cartoon that it could have happened with the swap. So
okay.
So in regards to that, and again, I going back to like the intro and just like little Easter eggs that we seen. I like that Morph is still having remnants of his time over there. Yeah. So like you know what I'm saying, it's always that looming like, oh shit, when is this going to happen? When like you know what I'm saying. Also, is Morph 100% healed? Like, is he a sleeper agent? Like, it's so much stuff.
Because even like I said, when they did it like that in the episode, it's like, and since so it's like he's not dead or you know what I'm saying. So it's like you would think. It's already like, all right, could they use Morph as some kind of like?
I guess he showed up at the end of the last series.
Yeah, he did.
Like I couldn't remember. I thought he was dead.
That's what I was saying. Like I had to look into that. That's why I made my statement about like they could have kept the nigga dead.
No, see, I watched.
But I'm like,
I watched it all up until.
But somebody else had told me that too. Like that was like, but that's what I was saying. Like they didn't have to bring the nigga back in the 5th season. They could have kept him dead if you go do some shit to store him. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have kept him dead. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I was like, because I didn't remember. Like that's why I said I've been trying to rewatch the old one. I'm like, I don't remember him coming back.
Bro, what's funny is if you rewatch the old one. Immediately, you be like, bro, I forgot how fucking heavy this show is. Like, nigga, first episode, well, I don't know if it was her. Maybe the first or second episode, it's like a rally of motherfuckers like against mutants. So we already know what it is, right? And then one of the mutants was like, she said, I don't even understand why you guys mad at me and stuff like that. And he was like, you know what you could have did? She was like, what? He said, not been born. I said, yo, I said, the racist undertones of this was so heavy. And I was like, bro, I was watching it. I was like, bro, we watched this in the 90s. I was like, no, this is. And it was a kid show on Saturday morning. Like, no, this is wild.
I mean, it was just a long ass Static Shock episode, bro. Like, all right, you know what I'm saying?
Disney missed a great opportunity. Shout out to Will Ferrell. We was talking about this, and he was like, they should have aired this on a Saturday morning. This should have been a Saturday
Ain't nobody
morning.
getting up for that. This is for us.
Shit, fuck that. I would have got up, got my bowl of cereal, and watched this shit like a kid every Saturday morning. I ain't gonna hold you. Just for the nostalgia. It's 90s, bro. Bring it back.
Do it.
You can still do that.
Because by the time it's spoiled, then.
No, I mean, you can stay off the internet. Just, you know what I'm saying?
I can't say up there.
You said it come on at midnight, nigga. You can get up at 9 in the morning.
No,
it ain't on Saturday.
No,
oh, you want to do it on Saturday? Why you just can't treat it like a
cartoon.
before school? Like before school
Nah,
cartoon.
because X-Men didn't come on before school. It was a
I mean, I
Saturday morning
get it.
cartoon.
I ain't finna get slapped in high and watch some like, X-Men at 9 o'clock in the goddamn morning. Nigga, I'm grown now. You know what I'm
It was
saying?
really getting cracking. It was on at that 4 to 6 hour.
Yeah, after school, I'd have with that then. Maybe that little 4 to 6 hours. You know what I'm
Saturday
saying?
morning. I want the Saturday.
You
morning.
want the
Fine
Saturday?
where it's at.
I want the Saturday
watch it.
morning.
I watch
You
it.
watch it when I feel like it. You ain't streaming. You know what I'm saying?
But this that
Yeah.
last episode,
Yeah, yeah.
it got deep.
So this last, so for me personally, this last episode was the most drama.
Okay,
like I said,
yeah,
of
definitely
it.
drama.
Because like we said, and we were talking about this shit. Because like I said, it was we got Petty Beast.
Mm-hmm.
We had
He is
Wolverine.
that was horrible bedside, man. Man turned around and was like, "Hey, y'all, that ain't the real one."
But why would you have bedside manner of that? At this,
Because you need to be able. You need to. You as a doctor.
No.
You should have.
No.
You should have brought like, "Hey, let me talk to you
He
guys."
should have brought Scott in at least
Why?
by himself.
Why, when at this moment I'm an X-Men, I know that there's people out there trying to kill us. If there's a fraud here, I'm not trying to have bedside manner.
Can you imagine
I'm
that?
not trying to have bedside manner.
I was in the microscope like, oh, this bitch ain't real.
I'm not trying to have bedside manner. Hey, yo, this bitch ain't real.
Whoop her ass. No, it would have been funnier though if everybody got on alert. Niggas be like, what? And got to like really about to get on her ass.
Like, nah, man, I'm not having no bedside manner. Nigga. I'm telling everybody, telling the squad, because then it truly is Game of Thrones. Now it's secrets upon secrets. We used to get on. Me and you watched all of Supernatural, and we used to see how Dean used to keep shit with Sam.
I mean,
I'm not saying never tell
yeah.
No, but at the detriment, you like, why y'all just didn't tell everybody immediately? Fuck that.
Because I mean,
with that beast, tell them
in true
immediately.
storytelling fashion, if he would have pulled Cyclops to the side and told him, something would have happened where it's like, I can't tell the group right now. Now we got a chaos.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, tell everybody immediately.
but he did come in hot. Like, niggas was chilling like, wait, what?
It was too much.
Niggas was like, wait, what?
Hey, and then she tried to rebuttal. He was like, hey, the signs don't lie. I don't know what you saying, but you not real.
The stress on like this whole episode stressed Scott out.
Yeah.
Like, cause you gotta think from the ending of the last episode of a Gene at the door, like, what the fuck? Hold on, bitch. Like, what? It's two of y'all? Like, and then literally the whole episode about you, like, bro, you got two. I'm mad Logan didn't pop in, like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying?
No, because Logan saw his moment. You saw how he was a G. He was like, ooh, all right, you go over there. Don't worry about it. And then Logan is the dirty Mac of the year. Logan immediately was like, that nigga didn't wait 10 minutes. That shit happened. Gene was passed out. Gene woke up. They was fighting. And as soon as, oh, hey, he was on her, bro. He was, hey.
So let me tell you this. That's dog. I watched that scene so much because the way they drew Wolverine and this nigga looking at her, I'm like, bro, y'all got this Wolverine. Y'all gonna make me not like dude no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't that much of a sucker. You know what I'm saying? But maybe even more mad because it made me think back, like, bro, you been alive for like 100 years and you just really been on this. But like, it's gonna get to a point where I'm like, bro, if y'all don't take Wolverine off this bitch, you know what I'm saying? If y'all don't get him off of Gene, you know what I'm saying?
Soaking, bro. He be so upset.
That
bro.
nigga said deeper.
Wait, what was it?
The way that he looked at
Wait,
her.
what's the joke? What was the Carl
shit was
Thomas when he drove by?
Dog,
So
heinous, bro.
What was the joke? Was it Carl Thomas? They said he was upset.
Oh,
he was
about-
really upset at seeing her with
her man outside
with
the
her
car.
husband and her kid. That's Wolverine.
hey.
Wolverine is tweeted to the
But that's what made that was funny though too. That because that's what I said. That's when he was in the first episode when more fuck with him like that. Came with Gene all praying like you back and we all. And he's like,
That was
he was dirty. That's
But like I said, Morph that's true best friend energy. That's true. I'ma fuck with you no matter
No,
what.
because Morph was doing that to everybody.
That's
Yeah, he was doing to everybody. Yeah.
He was doing Gambit.
Oh, yeah,
They got it.
He was
Yeah,
doing
Gambit.
Because also, I didn't know anybody else knew at that time. That was what made it funny. Like the whole house knew.
It's in the house.
Gambit was good.
Ain't no secrets in that
bro,
house.
Gambit.
Walls is thin.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's Wolverine and it's Gambit that I'm so worried about. You know what I'm saying? In this house. Because, I ain't even done with that scene in the bed because Wolverine, bro, them niggas out there fighting for their life at this court
Wolverine
thing.
was not worried about
Like,
fighting.
you
No, that
would
was
have.
at the court. That was at the
They was at the court.
They was at the court, wasn't it?
when
No.
That's when
That
they
was
was going
the-
against
oh, yeah.
Goblin.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what it was.
they going to Goblin Creek.
Yeah, so that- yeah,
The
so
court
it's like-
because he
Court
took
was,
him taking her to the
And I said, yeah, that's what it was. But he was like, that's what I said, like, it was funny to me, though, because it was like, that's what I said, that, I'm never going to get that out of my head now because of the fact that he really, when the blur came in and Jean was like, Logan, and he was like, touch me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then she was like, oh, you feel that way? He was like, deeper. You know what I'm saying? Deeper. I'm like,
what's so
dog, you
tragic
nasty
What's so
motherfucker.
tragic about that scene though is immediately after that she like, oh shit, Scott is in trouble.
That's what I'm saying. So I really want to know how that happened. Cause she was forehead to forehead with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So unless Wolverine
love connection is
That-
deeper,
it
bro.
was that love.
That love is deeper.
Scott, she felt
Like,
it. Like,
she
oh,
really
shit,
loves Scott.
Dog.
is in trouble.
So you want to know what's funny?
Can you imagine if Scott knew y'all in forehead to forehead while he was getting fucked up, bro?
I got to get your reaction on this because so on Shadow.com we talked about this and we had the realization that Wolverine is literally our first iteration of the work husband.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely now. Because like I said, like in the episode, it's funny because it's like Wolverine. We all know Wolverine want Jean, and this nigga really ain't doing nothing. Like he really is just hanging around Jean. Like this nigga, like I was like, bro, how you here? Like when he's like my white brother. I was like, well, why Wolverine even here?
Wolverine waiting for his moment.
Magneto did tell him to stay back.
Yeah, Magneto.
Did they?
Yeah.
I thought the nigga was on his own.
No, man. No, the only person who just ain't show up to a mission on his own was Gambit. Who remember when and that was in the first episode. He popped up like, oh shit, there was a mission. No, that man was still. He had his crop top on.
Gambit give off. If you don't tell me, I ain't doing the energy,
Bro, like what's crazy is like Gambit.
And he's one of my- he's one of
Now
my
I'm bringing
favorite-
Dragon Ball in this
he's one of
because
my favorite
Gambit was
characters.
definitely Yamcha, bro. Like.
Oh no!
If you think about the love of this nigga, this nigga was on cloud 9 first episode.
Yeah.
And by third episode, he like, I'm finna go check on Rogue. he
the shaky voice.
He did have that southern voice was fucking crackling, bro.
Yeah, it
like
was.
they had, and that's what I was saying. I was like, Morph dirty. He said that nigga off. Like that's what even Logan was like, bro, you
Bro,
cold.
he said, oh, it look like they got it all
Well,
day tomorrow.
And they did though. Y'all bold as a bitch. Y'all bold as a bitch.
But Morph
Morph
is so
is Morph.
bogus. Because he was like, it looked like she really putting it through his endurance.
Dog.
Like, yo, fam.
They working out their stamina together every day. Like, bro, had that nigga, that's what I'm saying. Like, they drew this nigga sad. Like, I had to see Logan sad eyes and Gambit sad eyes in the same episode. And that's what made it funnier, though, because you was just ribbing Gambit. And then now you in the basement with Jean, like, cuz, what the fuck is you on? You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, he let Morph get the jokes off. He just good one.
but that's what I said. It was funny because he was like, nah, I'm finna go see me a redhead. And it's like, you down there talking about Deeper. Deeper made me so mad, bro, because I was like, you nasty, dog. I knew that wasn't a safe spot.
Two of them. You know,
Like-
Scott already got one with baby.
Like, and Wolverine was like, that's the real one? I'm really more mad. I'm mad they didn't even make a moment where like Wolverine would have been like, damn, I didn't even smell it. Like, I would have smelled the real one. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Really freaking clone. They might smell exactly the same.
It was really that funny though that Wolverine. Like it's funny because Wolverine fight when he need to fight, but so far he's really just trying to get at Jean.
Yeah.
When ain't nothing else to do, I'm finna go tank with Jean. You saying like,
bro, it's crazy.
Like, and you grown, bro. Like you older than everybody. That's where also what I made me realize too. Like Wolverine is really, really like just in general because he's been around for a long time. You older than everybody.
Bro,
you are really on this young ass girl.
This is Future and Russ, bro. Because you gotta think, Wolverine is definitely future. The street nigga, the hood nigga, the nigga that's like wow.
Wolverine ain't never actually had her.
Yeah,
No,
and I ain't seen a nigga really with nobody. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't saying 1v1, but I'm just saying he the hood nigga and everything like that. And he look at Scott like, bro, you don't even deserve her.
Yeah,
like,
he definitely treated like Russell. He definitely treated like Russell.
And Scott like, bro, I'm not a cornball. I'm just handling my business. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
But that's what made it funnier too, because this episode was like definitely like that's also because like I said, the fact that we already knew, because you gotta remember when they sent Gambit off. When Gambit got sent off because of the road thing, that's when the Sinister shit kicked off.
Yep.
So it's like, it was like, bro, these niggas just went through hell.
Yeah.
And Magneto and Rogue just ran up. Oh my God, what's going on? Like, I'm like, bro, y'all can't stop fucking.
Well, no, they was on patrol.
Yeah.
After you showed me the morph thing, like,
because that was for the next day. Remember, he was like, no, they on patrol today, and Morph was like, damn, they got it all day tomorrow.
That's how I knew they wasn't on patrol. They ain't no goddamn patrol. And then when they came in, nigga, bro, Magneto came in like when they both like Rogue was actually worried, like my bad, Gambit, and then Magneto just like, what the fuck happened? Like,
but so
like stats report. Like,
but I also like how, like I said, they did Goblin Queen.
Oh yeah,
I'd have folded. I ain't gonna hold you.
You would have folded,
I'd have folded,
bro.
I'd have folded,
bro. You know what's crazy? That means I'm already off top. That even though they were clones, the clone was doing something like.
Scott should have known. Like,
because Scott been with this one.
Never did this in the bed.
Scott been with this one, and this one turned into Madeline and looked at Scott like, don't do me like that. You know, and that's what I'm saying. When Scott did that, I'm like, bro, Madeline, boy, she on something. Pryor going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really was like. The funniest thing to think about, though, the fact that the truth was told that you got the wrong gene. But he was like, I don't give a fuck. That's my gene.
That's the wild part.
Like, all this fighting, you trying to stop her. Like, nigga, that ain't even your gene. You know what I'm saying?
That was such the wild part.
Like,
like, you was trying so hard because on some level you knew, like, I know, but I like that one. You got told they cloned, bro. Your real one is in the bed downstairs getting damn near touched on by Wolverine. Cause you out here trying to save the one that you like Madeline Breyer. That's why she Madeline Breyer. You know what I'm saying? Like, she turned that motherfucker out, bro.
I'm just
She called the Goblin Queen.
That's what I was like, bro. That's why he chased after that. Like, he chased after this Goblin. Nah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Scott was like, I get it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she was bringing nigga Scott here that concussion blast. I'm sorry too. Like, nigga, come on. Do it again. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, y'all been in some freaky shit. Like
and then like, so, you know, that episode ends, and then like, which is crazy. So when you think about Bishop's storyline, it's like, yo, you got lost in time. You left your time. Your girl probably mad, and now you coming back with this white baby,
bro. I mean, I think
you gotta take care of.
You know what's funny? Because it's just like Piccolo. It's just like anybody. Black people really like when they have that kind of character.
Nurturing.
They really just be around bullshit. Like, I was really in my head like Bishop just watching these niggas like, bro, what the fuck y'all got going on? Magneto that came and took y'all shit. This nigga fucking your bitch. Wolverine trying to fuck the other bitch. like you just a black dude watching all these white motherfuckers go like, what is going on here?
See a peak white problem.
Like, you was just keep doing Gambit all day. Like, you like, bro, you gotta think as black people, we love gossip. So you gotta think this nigga been like, bro.
You know him and Storm after missions. You know him and Storm recap of the day.
Oh yeah, you know they had their moment in the first episode.
Like, smoking did you hear about Scott?
And that's what I'm saying. Like, you already know that. That's what, like, bro. Like, Morph had to came to Bishop like, bro, you know Magneto ain't here fucking Gambit, bitch. Bitch is like, say what? They was just talking. They was just together yesterday. I know, dog. He like, man, bitch is like, man, I gotta get the fuck up out of here. Y'all are wildin', nigga.
Oh,
bitch, when you gonna fix my watch, nigga? Like,
that's it. You gotta think. He hasn't even had a moment to update Storm about everything that happened since she left. Everything that happened since she left. The whole Madeline saga. The whole like, bro.
And I'm setting it up like that because if you think about this, he been waiting to get the watch fixed.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, and even in that scene when they realized what's wrong with the baby, his back to everybody, like, I'm down there ready to go. You know what I'm saying? And they like, we going to go to the future. He like, I'm not taking, like, I believe he could have took everybody. He like, I'm just taking the baby. Like, cause y'all, and I'm not bringing this shit to the future, bro. Like, I'm not doing that.
That scene was wild for multiple reasons because Scott was also on some other shit.
That's what Scott dropped points to me.
Okay.
He dropped points. He dropped down, like, to have an intro like he did, coming off with the Because of Blast, dancing and pushing everything around, and now he was wilding a little bit too much for me, fam.
That scene was a lot for him to be like, I don't want to abandon my baby. And it's like, bro, the other option is your baby is gone.
It was just one of those things where I was just like, I don't know if I just was looking at Cyclops not as Cyclops or Scott Summers who he was, but I'm like, hearing him being like, I'm not gonna be like my daddy was, and
but
like,
his dad was a piece of shit.
and I get it. His dad was a piece of shit. I get it.
But again, in that situation, the alternative is I don't abandon my baby, but my baby dies.
But y'all expected them to have all that thought process in that moment. It was like
you just told him multiple times, hey, it's the future or death.
Right,
that
Bishop
was
already.
all in that moment.
Like, he was really.
Even after that,
I mean,
he was still
because it was
alive,
because
I can't abandon
like
him.
that was one of those things where as Bishop, because it literally happened after that, where it was like, well, I only could take two, like, Nathan with me, and he like, I gotta abandon my kid. I'd have been as Bishop like, well, I don't gotta take him. You ain't gotta do it. Like that nigga, like the silence was so loud when he was like, have any other one of y'all been ever abandoned? And it was just quiet. I'm like, Bishop right looking like, bro, do you want me to take the baby or not?
well, also
like,
that's a wild thing to say to mutants.
Mutants.
I can understand you talk. That's our whole origin, nigga. We share this origin. Yes, we've been abandoned.
That's why I couldn't, like, bro. That's why I really was like, that's why I couldn't take that statement, because I'm like, bro, you just throwing out shit. Like, you throwing shit in the air, bro.
That's like somebody walking in a room of black people like, have any of y'all ever been oppressed? Like,
but it really was though, because just like black people, we be that. Yeah. You be at a funeral, you got that one motherfucker who just going crazy. Like, he was great, and everybody loved him, and I wish, like, I feel like he was doing that. Like, everybody knew it was a tragic moment. Like, bro, the baby's sick. Well, some of you got a plan together, but Scott still wilding. Like, bro.
He wild to the point.
Then he's like,
I can't be a part of this.
Can't be a part of this. Like, nigga.
He was worried about abandoning his son, then he abandoned his son.
He abandoned his son. Like, stormed out, like, I'd have been like, dog, what is you doing? That's what I'm saying. Like, Bishop should have cut back to Bishop, like, so. Do you want me to take her?
So, right now with the series, where you guys at on the rating scale?
On the rating scale, I mean, it's 10 out of 10. It's the drama. I feel like I'm getting Boondocks drama out of X-Men. Like, I'm getting real Boondocks drama out of X-Men, bro.
I didn't realize that the two black characters got written off kind of fast.
They did.
That's what I said. Like, that's what I said. Like, I mean, even though we know you're gonna get Storm and probably her own episode or whatever go through, but y'all took them out of there. Next episode, goddamn,
there's no more black people right now.
Title screen gonna be white as a bitch if they take everybody out.
There's literally no more black people on the team right now.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They took.
But overall, I'd give it a 9. Like I said, the animation. The issues, while they're not as glaring, like I said, I can understand why they did it. Mm-hmm. It does still bother me a little bit every time.
I got it as a 10 right now. I'm liking everything about it.
It's a 10 for me. It's one of the most hilarious things I've watched.
So the residuals of it, there's been talks about like continuations of other 90s cartoon shows. Where y'all at with that? Y'all fucking with that?
I mean, I think so. I mean, I know
Spider-Man is top of the list.
Like,
Spider-Man, I'm gonna be curious if they would do it because they have a new Spider-Man.
I think if we in that kind of idea now, they should just bring a Static Shock like we've been waiting for. That's truthfully like we don't need to remake. I mean, you can remake, but just continue Static Shock from where it was. I would take that over really anything they try to remake before. You know what I'm saying?
So that would be your top show. Do you have a top show that you would want?
I mean, I would like to see the Spider-Man. I really would, but like I said, I don't know how they could do it if they already got one coming out. I feel like they wouldn't want 2 Spider-Man animations out.
Silver Surfer one. If they continue that Silver Surfer one, I used to love that cartoon so bad. Non-Marvel and non-comic book. Oh, I guess comic book depending, but a continuation of Gargoyles. If they did that, I would fuck with that too.
That would be interesting.
What about you, Trip?
I don't know. I was over here thinking about it.
Yeah.
A continuation of Gargoyles would be nice.
Yeah, bro. Gargoyles was my shit, man.
I mean, I would just love. I don't need. I just Goof Troop and all that shit. I mean, that whole lineup can come
Goof
back.
Troop, yeah.
Like Goof Troop can come back. If this come back, like Goof Troop just come back, I'll take that.
I'm thinking Batman Beyond.
Batman Beyond. Yeah, bro. The funny thing is I was doing the origins of Terry McGinnis for Watch Mojo, right? So I was going over that, and I forgot that Terry McGinnis and Batman Beyond was not received well when they first hit the scene.
I remember that.
He kind of won us over as we was watching, like, hey, yo, this is actually kind of fire.
Yeah, I think
him being like, hey, all right, if it ain't Bruce, Terry's the one, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It was definitely, I think people forget that because we still had Bruce.
Yeah.
So the more we start watching the episode of the relationship of him and Bruce, and you like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause in the beginning he was just like, bro, you trying to be Batman, you ain't Batman.
Yep.
Niggas didn't like the suit. I remember in the beginning, like niggas didn't like none of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so it was definitely like it was one of them where you had to grow. And I thought it was a great, it was great. You know what I'm saying?
I fucking love Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
So in a sense of continuation, I mean not continuation, but like redoing stuff from the past. Hey, Juvie did a video for 400 Degrees.
I saw that,
Bro. And you know what? It raised an interesting question in my head. I was thinking, I was like, there's been so many songs that should have had a music video.
I honestly really thought that it was a music video for that already. I really thought it was.
So, what songs do you think that never got a music video that you would have loved to see a music video for? Do you have any songs like that you was like, man, damn, that should have got a music video?
Off the top of my head.
Off the top of my head is, it shouldn't have been because I saw the Juvie thing, but I didn't think about the question coming up, which I should have thought about the question coming up.
I mean, if you don't got anything, like, so I had a few, you know what I'm saying? Because I always think back to like some of the classic songs, like from some of the artists that like Hove, X, Nas and shit like that.
Yeah.
That I would listen back to, and something like, so like I feel like a week ago with Too Short would have been a really dope ass story driven song. Video.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That,
That would have been a really dope ass story driven video. The Damon songs that X did.
Yeah, Damon I could have seen. Damon would have been great.
Those would have
videos.
been crazy as a music video. That would have got really creative, you know what I'm saying, with the talk, having the conversation with the devil and shit like that. And so
I really wish that we actually I wish that was like some kind of medium, like even as the creators that we have.
Well, I hope Juvie's sparking that. I hope people are seeing that.
Well, I would be happy if people just, even if people just did videos for I get the artist being in it. You know what I'm saying? But if someone literally was like, I got a visual concept for your video, and you just kind of just doing the video.
Some people do that. So, what's the J. Cole song? Girl of My Dreams. J. Cole song, Girl of My Dreams. There's a fan-made video out there of somebody pretty much reenacting the story that he's telling.
Oh, really?
And it's actually kind of fucking fire, actually. I remember that a couple of years back ago. So, like, certain people do that. Like, you're just a fan of somebody. And it made me think, because remember MTV used to have that making the video where you can remake a video of one of your artists. Y'all remember that show?
I remember making the
No, not making the video.
Making the video, I thought was where they
showed
them
what was
making the video.
Yeah, it wasn't called making. It was called something down.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
It was a show. So let's say if I'm like, I'm this big Jay-Z fan. They would bring me on. They were like, all right, so what song from Jay-Z you want to make a video for? And then they would do the whole music video treatment, but it's me as the rapper, but I'm
Damn,
doing
they did
Jay-Z.
that?
Yeah,
it's like Pimp Your Video.
Yeah.
Damn, what was that? It was
I have never seen that, nigga. That was an era of MTV. I did not. That had to been around. That should have been around Pay My Ride time.
Bro, that is not. Yeah, I mean, it was around the making the video time. It was everything, but it was like becoming. So yeah, there was
I
it was
remember
early
that.
2000s. It was called Becoming. What the hell happened right here?
You hit that.
What I hit?
You made a comment
Oh, where?
when you hit it.
Oh, okay, never mind. But it was called Becoming, right? And so and like I said, they would get fans, and so they said you had whatever song it was or everything like that, and then you and MTV would do the whole full video treatment.
That's wild business.
Yeah, that used to be my shit, bro. I used to look because I as a fan, I'm like, ooh, I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I want to do. I think this is like toward the latter half of No Limit. I was just getting into more, like I said, Rockefeller. I was like, oh, I would love to do that. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But yeah, I do hope that that's a trend that continues. That like artists go back on their catalog and like, you know what? I should have did a music video for this.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
You know? I think that would have been dope. But I like shout out to Juvie, man. Juvie's. I don't know, resurgence after the Tiny Desk and then just where he's at and everything. I'm loving the fact that he's getting so much love like that.
Word on the street though is that he did and I ain't, no disrespect to Julie, but he did a deluxe and they said the 2 songs he had his ass though.
Tragic.
Well, deluxe at 400 degrees?
Yeah.
Oh,
I guess it's right. I guess it's with the video, all that kind of coincide.
Yeah.
But there's 2 added songs to the deluxe.
They not
and
good.
there people, all I've been saying is like, why did you do this, Juvie?
Why did you do this, Juvie?
That's all
Why
I've
did
been
you do this
saying.
to a re-release song or to a new song? It's crazy.
Like you could just like, I guess I think it's like we don't need, like you finna give us the whole album we already got.
Yeah.
But you finna add 2 more songs to a really polished good. You think that's how you now you turn this into a great album. You know what I'm saying?
But I got new music. That's
just make a mixtape, nigga.
That's basically what y'all saying is, hey, why you give us new music? Man?
Shit, Swag.
On your classic though. Don't add it to your classic. Trying to get your shit off on this classic, nigga. Like
Swag Surfer just went platinum.
Swag. I mean, but it ain't that.
That's based off of the Swifties and shit.
I know, but I'm just saying. Sometimes you gotta lean in. Hey, let's do some new shit. Let's get it out of here.
And you don't add it. You don't attach it to your classic, bro. You don't attach to your classic. He could have wrote that video and be like, "Oh, I got some new music, y'all." I just dropped. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you want to be like, because it is that. Like now my album out again. Everybody finna run through that again. Yep. So them 2 songs finna get played. You know what I'm saying?
Now
Like,
it's finna be but don't forget on the other side of that you got X, Y, and Z.
Look at that.
And also call into the deluxe, meaning that if it does well because of the nostalgia of it and everything like that, you can be this 400 Degrees can be nominated for awards again.
Yeah, you back in there.
It's back in the charts again. It's like, I mean,
you could have just.
It's worth the risk. It's worth the risk.
Is it worth? No, I mean,
the reward is worth the risk.
You should have dropped those songs first and let shit. You got to test.
That's
check,
how you do
check
it.
the temperature.
He's right.
What?
You do drop the song. That's like a sing. You drop the video and the songs like they
go
have a
all
single.
in. Go all in, man.
This
Go all
nigga, he
in.
snuck them on. Cause you got thinking, you like, why?
Yeah,
why
man, you got like track 16. You like, all right, that was a good album. That's it. What the fuck is that?
Because anybody that's a Juvie fan, if you see it just randomly pop back up like Juvie dropped another app, like it's a deluxe edition, you know the album.
Deluxe things, people re-release like remastered and stuff. I feel like a fan would be like, all right, hey, it got remastered. I'm about to listen to the remaster. That's what I'm saying. At the end of it, when you think you notice the done, you notice the
you
done.
Go into that too. You go into them 2 first.
Go all
when you
in,
look at the
Juvie.
track list, you're gonna be like, the fuck are these 2 songs?
Yeah.
You know there?
Go all in.
You go into that first,
Juvie.
man.
But let's get into recommendations, man. I'll go first. So X-Men kind of eclipsed the shit out of Invincible. I think the break really really did Invincible wrong. But Invincible was cooking like a motherfucker right now, bro. It's going crazy. This last episode was a crazy-ass episode. And if you love Invincible or you love The Boys or whatever the case may be, like you love that type of superhero tongue-in-cheek, and you wondering like should I like you fell off because of the break, jump back into it. It's definitely worth it.
The episodes are fire.
The episodes are
the
fire.
break killed it.
The break really killed
the
the motion of it and everything. But like right now, man, Invincible is cooking like a motherfucker, bro. And you know what I'm saying? For the comic book readers, yep, that character is there. The guy introduced. So it's just like, all I can say is just watch it. I don't want to spoil it because there's a lot that has happened so far. In what is it? It's episode 8.
That was 7. Came out, 'cause next week is the season finale.
Yeah. So in these 7 episodes, so much has happened so fast. It's so much things that have bigger meanings in the whole universe scope of everything like that nature. So I am highly recommending Invincible. Again, continue to jump back in, watch Invincible.
I got 2 recommendations. They're gonna both be game recommendations, and there are 2 games that actually don't come out until next month, but the demo for both of them are out now, so you can play them. Tales of Kenzera Zal, it's a platformer game, so kind of like the Prince of Persia like. The studio is actually headed by Abubakar Salim. So it was introduced at the Game Awards. Game that's very close to him. He said it like helped him deal with like the grief of his father passing and everything.
Yep. Shout out to the homie.
It's a fun game. There's a lot of like I said, platforming, but it's African mysticism with it. So like, their main character, he's a shaman, and the demo you get a pretty good chunk to fill out the game, to see like whether or not you're going to buy it or not. Then the second game.
Hold on before you go. For those who, if you don't know by the name, that was it Bayek or Bayek? How do you say it in Assassin's Creed? Bayek. The voice actor of Bayek in Assassin's Creed.
Or if you watch Raised by Wolves.
Yep. Father, yeah. Yep, there.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Now I'm clear on you.
Yes, I knew. I was like, there's probably some people who don't know by the name.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's who is the there. All right, and your second one.
The second game is Stellar Blade, which also comes out next month. The demo came out today, and it's fire. It's action adventure game. It got like some. It's not hack and slash. It got like kind of like some Devil May Cry elements where like the bosses are harder, but it didn't seem like it was as hard as like a Souls game.
Okay.
But like you definitely gotta have the right combos, the right timing. Like there's perfect dodge, perfect counter, all that type of stuff. I pre-ordered it right after because I was like, yeah, I'm buying. I'm definitely day one.
Oh, you snap. Mine did I recommend Ghostbusters?
No, that came out between.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, did it come out between? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Well, I'm recommending Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire. I went to go see that. Actually, we had the ability to go see a sneak peek of it, so I wanted to go check it out. And I mean, for one, I want to say that I love the Ghostbusters franchise.
Yeah,
I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan. Like since I like I said, I was that up in the morning before school when it came on. Like you're saying, like so. But it's like so the franchise itself, there isn't a lot of them like. All of them are good in their own way. Okay. I will give them that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but of course, I like the original storyline, the original Ghostbusters. But this new remake, and from Frozen Empire, and even the last one, I didn't know. I watched the last one late. Like I didn't watch it when it came out, so I watched it really later. And when I finally watched it, I was like, and got an understanding of the story and how they kind of rebirthing everybody back and kind of starting a new corporation, whatever, with it, a new setup with it. I enjoyed that because I'm like, I didn't know anyway how they can bring it back because the Ghostbusters are old as hell. You're going to get a new set of people, but they really trying to tap into more of that kids, like kind of good, saying more of a kid family kind of thing, whatever. Right. But the second one, same thing. But what I enjoy more about the movie is because I can see the franchise in the second movie. Like, like the ghost, like it just like not even giving straight the story, but just how the Ghostbusters is seen now. Like they got corporations and you know what I'm saying? They got like it's like Ghost Corp. Yeah, it's like Ghost. So I'm like, oh, y'all figured out how y'all can really just like we might just do a whole nother Ghostbusters movie somewhere else with a whole nother corp. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think in that and my boy Winston running that shit. Like Winston pretty much the money maker. Like I had to keep all that shit afloat. You know what I'm saying? Like
I came up.
So it's like
got my name up.
So I think it was just really great to still have everybody back in it. I think it was shot great. I love old boy from I can't think of his name right now. From Stranger Things. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, he is in it, yeah.
I just think it was. I think it's never going to be the comedy of the original Ghostbusters because that was adult comedy. You know what I'm saying? So because they added more kids, now it's more family friendly. So I'm like, but even being in a family friendly, it still captures everything that Ghostbusters was. So I definitely recommend people to go see it. That's like mine.
Yep. And then OG recommendations. So the Black Geek documentary is back in full effect. I don't know if y'all been noticing our background has been changing some, but we are back in full effect. We are finally making the next moves to finish out this documentary. We had to set up. We was just setting up a lot of things, but we are headed to New York.
New York, baby.
New York is the city of dreams, man. Yeah, Geekset is hitting New York at the end of this month, and we're going to be doing some dope stuff, Black Geek related. And so
we're gonna be in your town for a while.
Yeah, we're gonna be out there in a minute. But if you want to know exactly what we're gonna be working on and like just like get a little bit of insight, you got to follow the patreon.com/Geekset. That's where we're gonna do all of our updates and kind of We're going to talk to our Eagle Scouts, man. We're going to let people know, like, hey, you know, give the inside and the behind the scenes on that. But also, you go to blackgeekdocumentary.com to get some more information on things. You know, we're going to have two like sets of things. Like, we're going to have things that we release to the public and things that we release to our inner circle. So, you know, if you just want to be up to date on that, you can go there. Make sure you go to GeeksetPodcast.com. Check out all of our past episodes, past articles. Go to our shop, man. Get you some Geekset merch. You know, this is one of the best ways to support us because we do
Black Geek merch is there.
The Black Geek merch is there. So, you know, you want to get a hat, you know, a shirt. You want to get a Scully. Is the Scully's on there?
The Scully's on there. It should be on
Yeah,
there.
the Scully. Get you a Scully, man. Like I said, we got the Black Geek merch there, and all those funds get redistributed to the documentary. And it's like I said, it just helps us continue to bring out all of this content and things that we're trying to bring to you guys. Make sure you, for all of the people that are watching, and you know, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to our YouTube page. You know, that way you can join this chat. That way you can be a part of the live conversations. You know, shout out to Bo, shout out to Ray, shout out to who else? Who else is up in here, man? Blurred in the City. You know what I'm saying?
That was wild. Asked us about a Dragon Ball question.
That was random.
I wanted to get to it, but I knew we're
running out of time. But like, yeah, man, you know, you're gonna be a part of these elite people that we just shouted out, man. You know what I'm saying? That be conversating with us, and you know, as you see, we bring up your comments, we talk to you guys back, but we are building a really dope community here. You know, a lot of our community resides on our Discord, so join our Discord, and then follow all us on all social medias, man, at Geekset Podcast everywhere. But as always, this is the only podcast that blend hip hop culture and geek culture together, and we are out.
Peace.
Yeah, man, Charles tripping, bro. Scott should have been the leader.
Fam, he shouldn't have been the leader,
Scott
bro.
should have been the leader.
He ain't never did nothing as a leader, but lead the team, bro. He's never. If you like, only way Scott could have been the leader if you'd have brought this nigga to his meetings. Like, I need you to meet Scott Summers. He'd be talking to you business at some point.